I was thinking of, oh, you already started.
Alrighty, let's get after it. I'm with Call Me Kyle. Because obviously he's super plain, so we're just going to call him Kyle to begin with. Whatever. That's what the dude wants.
I'm the whitest of white. Yeah, I'm pretty plain.
Yeah, I'd agree. But anyways, how was your day? Thanks for joining. First in studio co-host.
Yeah, dude, let's go.
First in studio.
Hey, I'm pumped on that. That's pretty
AKA
sick.
my mom's basement.
Yeah, dude. Fuck Discord. We're in the fucking basement today, dude.
It's a little dusty, but don't worry, we're getting after it. Gotta get rid of some Legos and clean off some dust.
And I'm the fucking white loser. I'm the lame white. And this guy's got fucking Legos everywhere.
Hey, it's
And a Squire guitar.
It's an investment, and I'm poor. I can't afford an Epiphone. So hate all you want. Hate all you want. But
Hey, I'll hate till the end of time, dude.
that's fair.
Play
That's
your haters
fair.
ball.
You gotta
Hate.
Silky Johnson. Yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. You know what else is good stuff, actually? But again, I know we kind of already covered this. What?
I want to tell you what's even better stuff.
What?
I want to tell you what's even better stuff because I think I know what you're about to do, but I want to tell you what's even better stuff.
What?
The Cubs sweeping the fucking Baltimore Orioles.
Okay.
We could just dive right in.
That's fine.
'cause
Let's dive right into it.
fucking-
Dive right into it. Let's get
that
it.
is- Bro, the Cubs have been playing so bad.
Your
like-
bullpen's cheeks. You guys have a lead and blow it every
have-
single time. I mean, you guys are.
We have the most blown saves in the league. We have
Yeah.
like 17 blown saves in the It's crazy.
I mean, at this point, you guys might as well just trade for Michael Kopech.
But also legitimately, you know, at first it's funny because like at first, dude. Okay, like start off going into the year. This was the year that was like last year we weren't really supposed to be anything special. Like we really weren't. And then all of a sudden we got like Cody Bellinger, Dansby Swanson. It was like it's fucking out of nowhere. And then
Yeah.
it's like, okay, hey, this is kind of working. And I actually, as a dumbass Cubs fan, I had hope. And then we literally had the biggest meltdown I've personally witnessed in my lifetime. Like last year was actually the biggest meltdown I've ever seen of a fucking team. Dude, we were so good. We were so good. And then in 1 month, we shit the bed so fucking hard that the fucking mid-tier Arizona Diamondbacks made the fucking wild card because we lost a wild card spot. And then they made the World Series. You talk about a slap in the face.
Okay, there is no reason why the Cubs shouldn't be contenders, though, every single
Absolutely
year.
not.
Year in, year
Well,
out.
I don't know about every year, but...
Well, 9 out of 10 years. I'm going to say you guys should at least be a playoff team because there's no reason why money should not be spent on this team. Think
Well,
about how much
you're right.
revenue, the
You're
history around this team.
Yes.
You got fans all over the country.
Yeah.
I'm a Sox fan, so I'm going to hate. Most of your fans are tourists. But again, they make money for the team. They generate
Definitely
money.
not mostly tourists, but there's a lot of tourists because, well, people like
Basic white chicks.
watching fun baseball and not fucking 27 and 63 teams.
I don't know.
mean,
All
and
I'm
they
saying
don't
is,
like.
when we went to the Sox game, it was electric. The boys were having fun.
Well, that's because we went. We brought the fucking energy, dude. We were fucking. We
did.
were one of the only,
We-
1,300 people there that were bringing the energy.
Lou Bob almost domed us with the home run. That was pretty cool. That
was crazy, dude. Like, what a fucking win. And you know what, though? No matter what, even as a fucking Cubs fan, I grew up a Sox fan. Now, I'm currently a Cubs fan for a while now, but like...
Because you're basic and white. Basic
That's-
white chicks. They love the Cubs.
Well,
Colors.
yeah, but that's
Colors.
why I was... Yeah, that makes sense. So I was a Sox fan my whole life up until fucking... I don't know, 2015. 2015 was my first year as a Cubs fan. Was not a bandwagon World
I'm about to
Series
say,
Cubs
that
fan.
kind of sounds a little sus.
So I'll say, that's like, as a sports guy, I got really disinterested for a long time in baseball.
I think most people did.
Yeah, well, I mean, most people still are. Like, a lot of people don't give a fuck about baseball. It's kind of crazy. Like, a lot
Yeah.
of people don't give a fuck about baseball.
Yeah, baseball's just kind of like... I'm going to say it's kind of coming back. But yeah, it fell off hard. It's no longer America's pastime. The NFL holds that.
Not even close. Yeah, NFL is by far the sport of the USA.
That's the one sport where I'm like, don't get me wrong, I love baseball. But football is like, I count down the days. I'm like, 20 Sundays left, man, let's go. And people are like, you shouldn't want NFL so bad because you're rushing through summer. It's like, yeah, but, you have the NFL is like, I have something to do every Thursday night, Monday night, Sunday night.
They
Something
got
to
it
look forward
nailed,
to.
dude.
It's
They got it
perfect,
fucking.
dude.
They
It's
got it
perfect.
nailed down. they know what they're doing.
But getting off topic, go back to what you were saying about the Cubs. I didn't mean to
Oh yeah,
lead you astray.
Well, yeah. I mean, just in general. I stopped watching baseball because it got fucking boring.
Well, you also got all these blackout restrictions too that makes it hard for fans to watch their local teams.
Yeah, I mean, that's a whole nother fucking, that's a whole nother story. Fuck Rob Manfred, dude. That guy's a prick. But like, yeah, it got boring as hell, man. And the 2015 Cubs like re-sparked my love for baseball. Like watching that team, like even though they lost and they only made, I think they only made the wild card that
But it's
year.
still electric. It's something to like want to watch. Like I
Dude,
don't want to watch the Sox.
Yeah, like it was just fun baseball. Like they made it to a playoff position and they were fun and young. And I was like, it just like, man, it made me feel like I was 9 or 10 years old again playing Little League.
Yeah.
And that's why I got obsessed.
And they also did like one of like the most dangerous things for sports fans is they gave fans hope of like, hey, we could like do this.
They've been doing it for a long time. So
Yeah.
that's why Cubs fans are losers. Because they've been doing it for a long fucking time. They've been giving everyone hope for a long time. And it has not worked out. And it took, 108 years. But hey.
I'm sure the Ricketts love that hope.
Well,
I'm sure they love it.
They love the hope that's going on right now, too. That's exactly that's my point. Like, when you talk about, like, this team should be playoff contenders. But the reason, like, we like to pity sign dudes.
100%.
Like, that's the Cubs problem. We, like, fucking pity sign people. You know what? And this is great transition at some point here soon. This is the Bears problem, too.
Yeah.
Like,
that's a whole other topic.
Granted, they don't have a farm system in football, but, like,
they could.
They could.
The UFL, but obviously it'd be like QBs and I'd say maybe wideouts and linebackers because everything else is really not that long of an elite career.
Yeah, but it's practice.
Yeah.
It's some kind of tape and film to
100%.
watch and, like, learn. So, like, there is that possibility on the table. But that is, like, the Cubs and the Bears specifically suffer from that horribly. Like, the Cubs lean so hard for fucking ever. Our farm system is incredible. I'm saying this as a Cubs fan, and I'm just as dumb as every other person saying it. Like, our farm system's so good. Yeah, our farm system might be top 3 in baseball. But, like, we bring guys up occasionally. Like, perfect example, Miguel Amaya this year. We brought him up. This dude, he's as fucking bad as fucking Maldonado for the Sox. I mean, this guy might as well be batting .03. Like, it's crazy.
Maldonado's buns.
He's ass.
He's
absolute ass.
I don't know. He's like any other. If he's not on the Sox, he's at Walmart bagging groceries. Like,
Yeah, for
oh
sure.
my God.
For sure. And that guy won World Series rings by cheating with the Astros. He was part of it.
Garbage can gang.
And you know what? He is fucking clearly garbage. I mean, we should have seen that coming. The writing was on the wall. But, like, the Cubs just lean on fucking... We always lean on our farm system so hard. It's like, oh, it's so good. It's so good. And, like, it is. But we don't bring guys up and we don't develop them the proper way, like, in the bigs. So we just let them fucking go. And we sign, like, a few good guys, which this year is a perfect example. We have, like, Dansby Swanson. It was, like, going into this year, it was a hype train. Like, are we going to sign Cody Bellinger? Like, holy shit, this is going to be a big deal. Because, like, we have fucking... I mean, a lot of people shit on Matt Mervis last year, and he didn't perform great. But, like, dude, anyone that comes to the big leagues, if they're not an immediate success, they get shit on, and I think that's horseshit. The same way for fucking NFL, too. And we could just transition straight to that about the fucking Bears. Like,
No, I'm not done with the Cubs yet. Not yet.
okay, all right, so, like, but that's the thing. Like, we get these guys and we bring them up, and then they don't hit immediately. Dude, PCA is the only guy that I am shocked as fuck he has stayed on this team as long as he has. Like, crazy.
So PCA first, like the first like time I saw him, I don't know your opinion on him because I cut you off. Sorry, but PCA before the season started when he dyed his hair blue, I'm like, okay, get the Temu version of Slim Shady out of here.
The Temu version of Slim
Get him out of here. This
No,
guy,
he's a Temu version of fucking yeah, he's his Slim Shady.
no.
Oh
like,
my God.
what is wrong with you? That hair looks horrible.
Well, now you
It's
should
corny.
feel terrible though, because I actually just found out, and something that makes the entire situation about him make sense. He was raised by 2 lesbians.
okay, that's bad. Probably have to cut that, but probably gonna have to.
Legit though, that's legit, and I'm like, dude, it all makes sense. It all makes sense. The fucking dude, it makes sense. Which is fine. Obviously, it's fucking fine. The guy's an amazing baseball player, but it's shocking that they've given him this long because he's one of the only guys. Like Matt Mervis, just got shit on. Miguel Amaya, he should be off the fucking game.
I think Cody Bellinger.
Bellinger was a great signing. I was all hyped on that. Dansby, dude, we're just getting fucked again somehow. Like Jason Hayward, I don't care about the fucking 2016 rain delay speech. He's the fuck Jason Hayward in the ass. He sucks, dude. That motherfucker came to us. We signed him for an absurd amount of money for a very long time, and he shit the fucking bed, and he batted 2-13 for 5 years, 6 years, and grounded out to second base time after time after time after time. And then everyone just leaned on the whole fucking, oh, well, blah, blah, blah. The same way Bears fans lean on fucking Jay Cutler's stats. Oh, he's the best quarterback the Bears ever had. Only because he played the longest. He still was ass.
His stats
he was still
also
ass.
Not that impressive. It's like...
No, they're not. He was ass, but he played there the longest than out of anybody. So it's like, oh, it's fucking Jay Cutler.
Jay's loved, though, now. Fans love
Which
Jay.
is crazy. That's why they're delusional.
He's
Bears
cool.
fans and
Dude,
Cubs fans are fucking delusional.
Jay is cool.
He's a nice guy. He could be a nice guy. That's fine.
Cool. I mean...
But he was not a good player. He was not a good player. That's why he went to the Bears. He was not a good player, dude. The Bears don't sign good players. What we do, we sign Musa Muhammad when he's in his last 2 years of his career.
Yeah.
We sign Keenan Allen when he's in the last 2 years of his career. Great.
I'm not upset about that.
Mm-mm.
Because of the fact Romo Dunze, Tyler Scott, DJ Moore.
Weapons for the first time.
So I feel Keenan Allen is the guy to come in and help DJ Moore
Absolutely.
teach these younger receivers, like,
for sure.
this is how you do it. This is how you be elite.
For sure.
I'm not, but again, it's like he's like 80 years old in NFL years.
He gets hurt fucking 7 to 10 weeks
That's
out
why
of the year every year.
People, like, okay, me included at first, I'm like, why did we sign Romo Dunze? But then I'm thinking, like, well, Keenan Allen's only going to probably play 4 games. Romo Dunze is going to be wide receiver too. And from the tape, from what I've seen, again, because no one's going to show lowlights, they're only going to show highlights, especially if Caleb Williams, because he's getting glazed. But the relationship that him and the Romo Dunze and Caleb Williams are, like, making, it looks pretty good. Caleb Williams also seemed to be making, like, a pretty good relationship with DJ Moore.
Absolutely, because DJ Moore's a monster.
DJ Moore's legit.
DJ Moore knows what it takes to win, dude. That guy was on the fucking Carolina Panthers and was like the fucking number 1 fantasy receiver in the league. And then he goes to the Bears and he's top 5 receiver in the league and people don't even give a fuck about him. It's crazy.
Well, dude, okay, that's the problem.
And that's why it's bullshit Justin Fields gets shit on, because fucking DJ Moore was an absolute monster last year and people just keep fucking
talk
shitting
about
on
Justin Fields, because I am a Justin Fields stan. I loved him. I wanted him to succeed. Yes, there were problems in his game that needed to be fixed. But then I'm like, okay, yes, it's his fault. Partially,
exactly.
Because the coaching is obviously not great. He had 3 different playbooks in his first 3 years. I mean, who's going to succeed with that? Nobody. That is I mean, people were talking about, oh, you picked Mitch over Mahomes. Okay, well, that was also like 8 years ago.
Nobody knows, though.
Get over that.
No one knows.
And I'm like, if Patrick Mahomes is on the Bears, he's probably garbage. He's not Mahomes.
I said the same thing.
He's in the UFL. I mean, he's not here. He's not here. I'm sorry.
He definitely is not in the talks of being the fucking GOAT and having 3 Super Bowl rings and 4 appearances and how many fucking MVPs are
There's only one GOAT. Only will be one GOAT.
Well, I mean, no one knows at this point. It is up in the air because he's fucking incredible. But like, it's the coaching, it's their system, and that's what
I'm saying. It comes down to like, it's an organizational thing. There's no way you can draft this many QBs and they're all garbage.
Look, it's no different. This is why, like, the Chiefs, and I said this like 2 or 3 years ago. I'm like, the Chiefs are literally the next Patriots simply because they could take anybody. Their system is what fucking makes dudes.
Yes.
Like, the Patriots that won all the Super Bowls, it's like, yeah, it's impressive and shit. And you could name guys now, because, you know, hindsight's 2020. But they legitimately were getting guys that worked at fucking Walmart. Like,
Julian Edelman was a quarterback, punt returner, played defense.
Yeah.
And then was an elite wideout.
Like, all their guys. There's no, like, Randy Moss obviously always gets brought up not having a Super Bowl ring, for sure. But when you look at, like, the greatest receivers of all time, they don't fucking have those rings. Like, but the Patriots somehow made Rex Burkhead, Danny Woodhead, Danny Amendola. No one knows those fucking names. Those guys work at steel mills, at Walmart, at fucking Walgreens.
Well, because they're undersized. They're 5'10" white dudes.
Exactly. But their system worked. And that's what the fucking Chiefs are doing right now. And it's funny because no one seemed to have noticed it until this last year that they won. Because everyone was like, oh, once they got rid of Tyreek, like, oh, they're fucked. And they went and got Rashee Rice, and he
Kadarius
turned
Toney.
into a
Granted,
fucking stud.
Kadarius Toney was cheeks. He's still cheeks. He's still
Tony
buns,
was
dude.
cheeks this year. I like Kadarius
He's been
Toney.
buns.
I think he's got a comeback year waiting to
No,
happen.
dude.
He's gonna fucking surprise everybody next
Like
year.
guy looks like YNW Melly. He's like, I'm just waiting for like, okay, not wishing this on the guy, but I'm just waiting for like some bad publicity to come from that guy. He's
Like
just,
Rashee Rice. I mean, come on, dude. It doesn't matter. Like, dude, Kadarius Toney's got hands. He's a motherfucker. Everyone wants to shit on him for like all this stuff that happened last. It was like, do we not forget that he's the reason they like legitimately won the Super Bowl with the fucking 40-yard punt return to get him into fucking scoring range?
Yeah,
Like, hello, that dude literally plays like the biggest part in them winning the Super Bowl.
Flukes exist.
Yeah, flukes exist, but he had a good year. He had a good fucking year. Kadarius Toney is solid. So. Kadarius Toney solid, and I'll stand by that. I'll get shit on.
We got to get Karen the computer on this one. I don't know this off the dome. We got to see.
Oh, sure. Go ahead. Look up that he had 6 or 7 drops or 22 or 48.
I don't care about that. I just want to see how good of a year he had. Like, for me, a good year is 750 plus.
Okay, also, think...
That's elite. Buddy's elite.
What are you talking about here?
2023, 27 receptions, 169 yards.
Yeah. 1 touchdown, too. That's fucking, yeah. I mean, 2.8 fucking yards average, that's... How much better can you get? I mean, if he catches the other 22 passes that he dropped, I mean, his stats are, like, way better.
He probably has at least 500 then.
Dude, the guy... Okay, now look at the year before, though. Look at... So, in 2023, he had 27 receptions for 169. The year before, he had literally half the receptions for 171.
Yeah, because he had 38 yards off of 1 catch.
Yeah.
Stat padding galore.
Stat padding, but as a guy who's on a team that no one gives a fuck about him on that team. It's Travis Kelce, and at the time it's like, oh, it's Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce.
Because they're good.
They get nobodies. They turn them into somebodies. People know Kadarius Toney's name the same way they know.
Yeah, because they know because how bad he is. Just like people like shitting on Jalen Reagor.
Jalen Reagor's he's mid.
I mean,
he's mid. I don't think he's terrible, but I think he's mid.
Wide receiver 3.
You can come across a lot of those. I mean, I mean, Darnell Mooney.
Whoa. That's wide receiver 2. Relax. We got a signed jersey right there, hanging up. We don't slander him. Any jersey that's hanging over there, we don't take any slander. We got Edelman, Brady, Breeze, Joe Creedy.
Joe Creedy was like one of my favorite third
Joe
basemen
Creedy's
of all
sick.
time.
He was sick. We got Jose Abreu, Tim Anderson, Darnell Mooney, and
Tim Anderson's doing really good right now, ain't he?
Dude, stop. He's so cooked. It's so sad to see.
What a fall from grace. It
was horrible. It was the baby mama drama.
I think it was sucking dick at baseball.
Come on.
I think it was really.
He has one of the most iconic. Okay.
Yeah, he has one of the most iconic. Yeah,
the most iconic moments in MLB history
for sure. And also look back, go through like legit old like MLB history stats. The biggest nobodies hold the biggest fucking moments. Like a lot of giant moments are owned by guys that no one has.
It's just guys catching lightning in a bottle,
and that's Tim Anderson.
Yeah, I mean,
Tim Anderson caught lightning in a bottle, dude. I mean, he was good for like a year.
It was his swagger. And people hated him because of his swagger, because of his arrogance. And I mean, yes, I understand, but it's like...
Well, when you only have one good year, you don't get to have swagger.
Stop.
You don't get to have swagger when you only have one good fucking year,
Alright,
dude. Whatever,
dude. Whatever.
I'm like, I liked him.
Podcast over. We're out of here.
Exit stage left. But, like, I mean, obviously, he was fun to watch. Like, I love watching great baseball players. But, like, a guy like that is like Ellie De La Cruz right now. He's a dude that, like, obviously had a lot of hype around him coming up.
Ellie De La Cruz has all the potential in the world. My problem with Ellie De La Cruz is he gets glazed so hard for, like, having going like a 3-week tear and the rest of the season hitting 202.
Yeah, for sure. He's definitely not. He's not close to his primer's peak.
No, I mean he definitely
got glazed early as fuck.
Yeah, 100%. Well, because the Reds were in desperation mode. Like, hey, we need money,
bro. But that team should be better than they are. That team should be better than they are. They have a really good team, too.
I agree.
I think they have a lot of young talent on that team, and like that makes them scary as hell. But, like, you know, it's just... That's the problem with glazing someone early.
Yeah, I mean...
As you like to say, glazing.
Dave, it's a thing. But like,
Caleb Williams, then.
I agree. People, like, get so, like... Yes, okay, I'm kind of hyped. I wasn't at first because I'm like,
It's hard not to be when you're like the worst team in football for fucking how many years?
forever. It honestly became a chore at one point to watch the Bears, but it's like, hey, we kind of have that bad word. We have hope because we have almost everything now that like we need.
Except an offensive line.
Yeah, offensive
The most
line's
important thing that's
still
been affecting us, which is exactly
That's
why
another
I
thing,
don't get
yes.
the shit for Justin Fields. Because, like, yeah, he wasn't ideal, of course. He wasn't perfect. He
his
made
reads
mistakes.
weren't great.
His reads weren't great. But, like, everyone... It's just like, at what point did we stop giving a fuck that he doesn't have an offensive line at all? And it's so funny watching when that game they played the Chiefs, they lost in Chicago. It was like fucking, what was it, 42?
It was bad,
42
dude.
to 6?
It was
42 to fucking
That was the first game with
13.
Chris Jones back, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fucking embarrassing. And it's like, of course that happened. But, like, also, during that game, they brought that shit up where it's like, Patrick Mahomes and Justin Fields lead the league in time holding the ball. And I'm like, yes. And that's a perfect example of why to look at why. Patrick Mahomes has protection.
Good O-line.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes has protection. He's running around to make a play develop. Justin Fields is running for his fucking life. Like, Mahomes has 2.5 seconds in the pocket before he starts running for the other 2 seconds to make up that 4.5 or 4.6, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Justin Fields gets the fucking ball, and after like 1.3 seconds,
and
he's running for the next 3.5.
He has to like run around the backfield. He has to run 30 yards just to gain 3.
And that's why he put the fucking team on his back and rushed for 1,000 yards a year before.
He had
was
no
breaking
choice.
Lamar Jackson's records.
He had no choice.
Yeah.
And again, yes, he had accuracy problems. You could tell there were times where he's like his reads, like he couldn't make the first read. Whatever. Okay, that can be improved on if you have the correct staff.
Yeah, give him time. Bro, he dropped plenty. Last year, he dropped multiple dimes to DJ Moore on the run, 40 yards downfield, over the shoulder, down the sideline, like
perfect
fucking
passes were
breadbasket.
dropped last year by his receivers.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's like, oh, we got Robert Tonyan. He'd be a solid TE too.
I'm not going to lie, I was pumped on Tonyan because I liked Tonyan when he was with the Packers a lot. I really liked him a lot.
He's one of like the first things I think of, like one of Justin Fields' perfectly placed dropped passes.
Yeah.
Right through his hands. If he catches it, he's gone for like 45+ yard TD.
Yeah.
It's horrible. I mean, people want to just put this all on Fields, and it's not. Again, I'm not saying he's like not responsible at all. Yes, he is, but it's not all on him. He could have been the dude if we had competent staff.
For sure. And that's like, yeah. I mean, that's really exactly how it is. And that's what you, like how you said too, like, bro, he was there for 3 years. You have 3 completely different, like, forms of leadership above you.
Yeah.
How the fuck are you supposed to develop any consistency? Especially
You're not
you mix that with no offensive line and no one to fucking throw to. I mean, people were fucking jizzing over Darnell Mooney, and like he's great. I like Darnell Mooney. He is good. I was talking shit earlier,
But he's not.
good.
He's not a 1.
He's not a 1, but he's good. Like he's definitely good, and he was our fucking 1. Like
he's
he was a
serviceable.
stud.
Yeah, he was our number 1. We had Equinemius St. Brown,
who fucking sucks.
Taylor Gabriel, I think at the time. Yeah, who was also like
who's that other fucking loser? Was it Velus Jones?
He's still on the team.
Fucking bum.
He's
dude,
still on the team.
I know. He was a fucking. He was supposed to be like, oh, it's fucking.
No, dude,
sucks.
he wasn't supposed to be anything. That was one of the stupidest draft picks ever. They drafted him like in the 5th round. He was a 27-year-old kick returner.
And he sucks at kick returning.
He can't catch the ball. He's like allergic to catching the ball. He's allergic, and he hates holding on to it. He's like, this thing is. I swear to God, he like breaks out in hives every time he touches it. He's like, I need to get rid of this thing.
Yeah.
I don't know why that guy is still on the team. How does he still have a job? He should be at Amazon right now. Like, he should not be in the NFL. Get that guy out of here. He should be anywhere else except on Lakeshore Drive every Sunday. This is horrible.
Fucking God, dude. Oh, yeah, Yep.
I mean, am I wrong? Where's the lie? Where's the lie? You can't find it. It doesn't exist.
You're absolutely right. That's the exact same way I felt about him, too. I mean.
But now, like I said, we have... Actually, I kind of want to go back to what we were talking about before. I know this is like completely off topic. He still is on the topic of the Bears. But I wanted to touch on it because I thought it was a really good point that you brought up. When you're talking about how anyone on the Bears, they don't get respect, it's a fact. Look at Roquan Smith once he got traded to the Ravens. all
no one
over
give a fuck
NFL
about him, dude. He was
Instagram.
literally leading the year in tackles
He
every
was
year. He's
a
the best
dog.
linebacker in the fucking
A
league. An
dog.
absolute dog. And then he goes to the Ravens. Everyone's like, Roquan Smith. It's like,
And he kind
he's
of fell
been
off.
doing
A little.
this.
I mean, he was still good. But he kind of fell off once he went to the Ravens. But then everyone's like, "Oh my god, look at this perfect form tackle by Roquan Smith against the guy holding the microphone on the sideline." It's like anything he did.
I'll tell you, that's a big fucking problem. And I'll say that to me, because I've been thinking about that like going into this year with, signing Keenan Allen and shit. Like, I don't know. It's a Bears attempt. Like, we always do this. We sign these old fucks or these guys who like constantly get injured as like a pity hiring. We're like, oh, we signed a big name. And it's like, bro, we spent money on a guy who's, what is Keenan Allen? Is he 32?
He's 32 or just turning 33.
Yeah, so I mean, like, he's getting up there, dude. Like, and the guy's hurt pretty consistently. I mean, I'm not going to over-exaggerate. He's not hurt every fucking game, but I mean, it feels like it. And, like,
over the last 3 years, he's hasn't played much at all.
Yeah,
I mean,
and we sign guys like that where, like, we're supposed to be hyped, and it's like, God, we always try and live on the hype of, like, oh, we signed Keenan Allen. Like, this year at least is different because we have DJ Moore, who's young. We have Darnell Mooney, obviously getting Roman
Darnell Mooney
Dunze.
is actually with the Falcons now.
Oh, shit, that's right. Oh, God.
Don't worry, we'll cut that.
Yeah, go ahead, cut that. Yeah, edit that out. Holy fuck, that's right. He went to the Falcons. Well, they're going to win the Super Bowl. I mean, they're paying Kirk Cousins how much?
they drafted QB the first round.
Yeah.
Was it Malik Willis?
Fucking crazy, dude. So crazy.
Not Malik Willis. Why did I say that? Michael Penix. Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say Michael Penix. I was shocked that he went all the way to the Falcons because I thought, I mean, as someone who...
I thought he probably could have went top 3 because
That sounds crazy to a lot of people, but I don't disagree because I personally, after just watching the little bit of college football that I do, because I'm not a college football fan, but like just getting into it this year was actually the most college football I've ever watched. He's crazy accurate.
He's athletic too.
He's athletic as fuck. Well,
he's a lefty.
He got shit on because they lost.
Yeah,
that's the only reason he literally fell as far as he did. Because if they win, it's fucking him.
Like
it's him, and then it's Caleb Williams, then him in the draft.
I don't know. I think Jaden Daniels still goes 2. I think he still goes 2. Jaden Daniels' only problem with him is like I'm not sure if he will have a long career and a successful career.
He went to the Commanders.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he went to the Redskins.
What the fuck is that team gonna do? They're fucking stupid.
Well, they got Scary.
That team sucks.
They got Scary Terry.
Scary Terry's good, but he'll be gone soon.
He'd probably be gone after this year.
Exactly.
I would have to assume.
Their lifeline is Dunzo.
Going back to Keenan Allen, though, like you were talking about with the Bears, as we see on the screen, $18 million contract, signing bonus of $5 million. I mean, I don't hate that.
The thing is for me, like, this is where I get confused with like what the Bears have done over time because they do this always, and like I just always think like if we're gonna, it was like going into last year. Remember, everyone was like hyped because it was like, dude, we got the biggest fucking dead cap space ever. We have the most money on every team, and I'm like, okay, then
but
fucking
free agency was kind of dead.
But it's like, but then fucking spend it. Sign Devontae Adams. Sign somebody. Sign someone that's good and young.
And then everyone was so hyped. They're so hyped. They're like, oh my God, look at the screen pass in preseason that Justin Fields threw to DJ Moore. It's like, yeah, okay, that got me pretty hyped too, but it's like, who else do we have?
And that's fine, but like, a guy like DJ Moore's on the fucking, or DJ Moore, a guy like fucking Devontae Adams on the move, like, hey, we should have got him before the Raiders got him. We shouldn't have waited till, like, we're mid-fucking year. We're mid-year. Our defense is actually playing better than it had all year because our defense fucking cheeks the first half of the year.
Buns.
And then turned into literally like one of the best in the fucking league.
They were elite.
And what do? We go, we're going to sign Montez Sweat. It's like, oh yeah, sick. Now that we're doing decent, like, we're going to spend money on him. Why didn't we spend money on a fucking offense earlier? Like, what are we doing? Why did we spend money on a defense earlier?
Montez Sweat did come in, though, and he produced.
For sure.
I wasn't upset. Like, at first I was like, I feel like we might have gotten the worst of the two. Because I'm like, Chase Young, maybe he just needs to change the scenery.
Yeah.
But then now, obviously, after we signed Montez, I'm like, okay, I think we actually made the right move here. I think Poles cooked here.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's the worst move ever, but I just don't get like the timing of the moves.
I get what you mean.
Like, when we have so much money laying around, and then there's guys on the table, like, hey, why the fuck? But what we do is we wait till the next year, and then we go, we signed Keenan Allen, and it's like, yeah, well, he's fucking hurt every year, and he's old. Like, yeah, was he an elite receiver? Absolutely. Is he still really good? Absolutely. But there's a lot more downside to Keenan Allen than there is a fucking trying to give D-Hop money when he was on the table last year, or
D-Hop was like 33.
But still, we had the most cap space in fucking all the NFL. It's like, hey, why don't we just make a big move like this and commit ourselves to someone like him, or again, Devontae Adams? Like, he was on the fucking table at the same fucking time. Like, dude, what are we talking about? You have two of the most elite receivers in the league. Pay them. But instead, we go, well, and sure, now I'll look like an idiot if in the next 2-3 years it pans out we win a Super Bowl. But I'm saying I've watched that same exact product every fucking year for the last 20 years.
We can play with hypotheticals all the time. 2018 we're supposed to win the Super Bowl. 2019, but it comes down to like, will it actually happen? Does it actually happen?
Yeah.
But going back to like the spending money thing, I don't know at what point in the season last year where they're like, we're getting rid of Fields and we're getting Caleb Williams. Because you think about it, yes, we have all this cap space, but if they stick with Fields, they're going to have to pay him a bag.
It was definitely a last-minute decision.
Because
not last minute, but like end of the season, like,
I think it was more towards of like maybe a month before the draft, honestly.
But and again though, like, it's weird timing because like, what does DJ Moore have left on his contract? 2 years? 1 year? 2 years?
I want to say 2 or 3, honestly.
I think it's only 2, and like, that's fine. Obviously, they can maybe work something out, but like, boy,
DJ Moore had a 3-year contract that he signed
last year.
Yeah.
So he has 2 years left.
He has 2 years left.
Exactly. So now you're putting the window on, okay, we have, and again, this is like just like the Cubs. It's just this is typical Bears fashion. Hopefully not. I hope I'm wrong, for the record. I hope I'm fucking wrong, but this is typical, and it's like, here we go. We got DJ Moore. We got a guy who's literally producing. He's one of the top receivers in the fucking league, and he's got 2 years left, and we give him a rookie quarterback who's got all the fucking hype around him. He's a number 1 overall pick. We've seen number 1 overall picks fucking flop year after year after year. It's always happened. It's not a fucking not a surprise. And it's like, okay, so Caleb Williams either A, starts having success or doesn't start having success. No matter what, in 2 years, DJ Moore is going to be like, hey, I'm one of the best receivers in the league. I'm going somewhere and getting paid. And another team is just going to take him. And the Bears are going to get rid of him because they're going to go, well, we don't want to spend the money. The same way they didn't want to spend the money on a Devontae Adams. The same way they didn't want to spend the money on a fucking D-Hop, where like someone will pick up DJ Moore. And then, of course, the Bears will roll it into, we hope we have someone else by then. That's the hope, is that you get somebody else. But like, bro, where's Cole Kmet in 2 years? Like, okay,
I think he's still a Chicago Bear. I'm pretty sure Cole Kmet just got extended.
Oh, that's fine, but I mean, like, performance-wise.
Right now, Cole Kmet looks like a top 10 tight end in the league. Cole Kmet's legit, dude. He's there when he is that safety blanket that tight end should be. I don't know if I'm confident enough to put him. I would disagree with that and say that he's top 10. Cole Kmet's legit. He can do it all.
He's gotten
because people think
tenfold better.
I'm gonna say 100%. But people, when they think of a tight end, they're like, oh, Travis Kelce, George Kittle, Mark Andrews.
You're talking about basically wide receivers.
Yeah.
In other words, I
mean,
when you talk about those
for me,
guys.
when I'm thinking of tight end, I'm like,
Robert
blocking.
Tonyan.
He can block. He can catch. And Cole Kmet, we've seen, can make elite catches.
Yeah.
We've seen. And he's great.
You're talking about Velus Jones fucking being allergic to the ball.
Okay.
God damn, dude. Cole Kmet in his first 2 years, bro.
Yes.
That motherfucker fumbled more than anybody ever seen. He looked like fucking Walter Payton out there.
Yeah.
It's like every time he got the ball, he dropped it. It's crazy.
I'm going to say I'm on the hype train. Also because I'm a Notre Dame fan, Notre Dame boy. I think he's legit. He can be, and he can only get better, in my eyes.
I agree. He could get better, but he could also go somewhere else too in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years.
In 3 years. That's how long he signed for. He's got a 4-year contract last year, for the beginning of last season.
So you lose DJ Moore in 2 years and then Cole Kmet the next year.
Our window,
that's exactly
is not large.
That's my fucking point. Like with that's how the Cubs and Bears roll, dude. And the Sox are kind of flirting with disaster with that too. Like that's what it is. It's flirting with disaster. You're hoping that like, hey, we're a big market team. We have
The Sox is
history.
just Jerry Reinsdorf not caring to spend money on that team at all.
But we have a history. Like, it's like the White Sox are one of the oldest teams in baseball. The Cubs are one of the oldest teams in baseball. The Bears are one of the oldest teams in football. And it's like...
We can even say the same thing about the Blackhawks. The Blackhawks are original six.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And the Bulls, one of the greatest, organizations.
We like to live in the past. As Chicago fans, we like to live in the past.
Yeah, because that's the only time we had success.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it really is. And that's the fucking truth. And like right now, God, you want to talk about... God, that's a perfect fucking transition to... You want to talk about success just overall in Chicago. What the fuck did they say last year was the worst year for Chicago sports ever? It was like we had a .37 win we had a 37% winning.
Win percentage. It was horrible.
That was crazy.
The
Blackhawks, the Cubs, the Sox, and the Bears, and the Bulls are the fucking worst teams
horrible.
in all of sports.
Horrible. It was abysmal. It was kind of a chore watching all the teams. I don't really watch hockey and basketball, but also because, especially, I used to be big into the NBA, but the Bulls haven't been worth my time. They were good for like 3 months. They were good for like 3 months for like in 2021, 2022. But then Lonzo got injured. Team fell apart.
Dude.
Another Reinsdorf-owned team. That's a problem. Jerry Reinsdorf needs to just go.
That's what a lot of people think about the Ricketts too. I'll tell you what. I'll agree. I'll forget the Ricketts, whatever. But Jerry Reinsdorf
is a problem.
Definitely a problem. Also, Virginia McCaskey needs to die.
Well,
and I'm going on the record saying that as well because I said that last year. I said she needs to die for that team to have success because I don't know what, but something about her is like a fucking curse, dude.
Her son is the one who the president of football.
He makes the decisions, but
he's also the guy who on record says, "I'm not really a football guy."
Mm-hmm.
What are we talking about here?
Absolutely,
your grandfather is probably rolling over in his grave.
But if she dies, the sons might be like, "Okay, cool. I don't like football. Let's sell the fucking team to somebody who does."
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, the opportunity is only on the table for us, in my opinion, until she fucking dies.
Yeah, I could say they changed.
She's a fucking curse. She's like 101. She is like a fucking black plague to that team.
She had a seller's soul. I don't know how she's still kicking, dude.
It's crazy.
I mean, not God forbid anything happen. I'm not saying I wish anything or anything, but
I am. I fucking wished it last year before I said for her birthday. I wish she croaks. I did say that last year. I'm like, because I can't stand. Dude, it's just like something. When you look at now, like last year was a great example, and that's kind of like how it starts to feel. Is like, okay, we changed quarterbacks because it was like, oh, it was Mitch Trubisky's fault. It was blah blah blah. Like it's all these fucking reasons, and sure enough, it is.
Like, okay, if the rumors are true, we'll just touch on this real quick, and I'll let you finish. I'm sorry.
There's a reason he was picked where he was fucking picked, dude.
If Mitch. What he said was true about Nagy not showing up when Mitch is like, I want to get better. I want to have a meet with you. And Nagy didn't show up. I will forever hate Nagy. I was a Mitch guy. It's probably his personality just because he seemed like a nice boy. Obviously his wasn't the most talented on earth.
I don't know if I buy that only because Nagy had so much success in that 1 year. The 1 year that we literally lost the fucking...
carried the daylights out of that team.
The defense was definitely the shining spot, but like our offense was not bad. Like we were a solid. Like we were
middle of the road team. I would give us middle of offense.
I think that year we were good. I think we would have made a heavy fucking run to the playoffs because
I feel like
defense wins championships. So go ahead, lean on the fucking defense. Yeah. That shit wins championships. You watch it this year with fucking hockey, dude. Edmonton got fucking. You guys won 3 games in a row, and you thought you had fucking hope.
Well, they got McJesus. Cup. They had McJesus.
McJesus, the guy who's still cupless, and how many years in the NHL?
He's the greatest.
He's the greatest of all time who's never accomplished anything.
Okay, so you're going to say that Dan Marino's buns because he never won anything?
No, he's really good. So is Connor McDavid, but like when you call him McJesus, like, hey, hello.
Because he's legit. Anytime he steps on that.
He's really good.
He can't do it all.
He's really good, but you know what? He didn't show up until like game fucking 4.
Until
they were about to lose. Until it was 3-0 series.
That's. I think that's false. He's a dog.
Yeah, he's a dog. I'm not taking anything away. He's the greatest player in hockey right now. I think between him and Nathan McKinnon.
I'm going to give it to McDavid.
Yeah, and I probably would lean to McDavid too, but I'm just saying, like, it's funny, like, he gets all this fucking praise and shit. It's like, yeah, he hasn't won anything yet. He hasn't...
That's fair.
Well,
that's like people... Okay, we can go back to the NFL. Mm-hmm. People glazing Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I don't agree. Awesome. I'm the same way.
He might be better than Mahomes.
I agree. No, fuck no. no. I'm saying I agree. Like,
Okay,
yeah, people glaze the shit out of
the
him.
one reason why Mahomes gets ridden so hard, too, is because he obviously generates money for the NFL, so they're pushing his highlights more often. Okay, how many other quarterbacks make a no-look pass? But when Patrick Mahomes does it, it's like, oh my god, this guy is a god amongst men on that field.
Yeah, of course. Well, okay, but now you're talking, like, now, again, though, that goes back to, like, market thing. That does connect to, like, the market thing. When you talked about,
but other people have done it.
Like, when you talked about fucking Roquan. Like, Roquan was literally the top linebacker in football.
Yeah.
No one gives a fuck, though. Even though Chicago's a big market team.
I don't understand. We are one of the largest markets.
Because they're fucking cheeks.
Yeah,
and they've been cheeks for a long time. And that's why it's like he gets overlooked because people don't give a fuck about the Bears anymore. They're irrelevant. Only dumbass Bears fans give a fuck about the Bears, which is,
and
fair is fair, but
I'll say, and one person who cares about the Bears, but he only cares to talk shit. I won't shout him out, but he knows who he is. He's listening to this. He's a big Colts fan, but we'll touch on that later.
I'm a Colts fan too. I like the Colts.
Yeah, I actually had
the Packers.
I used to have no problem with the Colts until
Peyton Manning 2-yarded the Bears in the Super Bowl to win.
I was like 7 years old, dog. I barely remember. Don't care.
Peyton Manning fucking 2-yarded the Bears the whole way down the field.
Also,
just picked them apart.
I will say this. And
we're still playing the same defense we played back then.
I will say this.
Give him everything 15 yards
just
or less.
Because once he listens to this, he's probably going to be laughing his ass off listening to you say that, thinking it's so funny. That Super Bowl, you want to talk about the 85 Bears, for Colts fan, that's your 85. I'll just say that.
Absolutely not.
They always bring that up. Remember when Peyton Manning beat the Bears in the Super Bowl? Okay, yeah, relax. What else have you guys done? You guys had to blame your defense giving up 43 points on deflated footballs. Relax.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Honestly, let's just segue into it. Now I'm fired up. Now I'm angry. Let's get after it. Okay? Alrighty. Let's get after it.
But the only difference is the Colts were fucking... That team should have won way more than once. Peyton Manning should have had more than one Super Bowl ring with the Colts. That's kind of crazy. 100%. He only got one with them.
Especially with the bionic neck. He was like basically a quarter robot.
No, he didn't have his neck surgery. That was when he went to Denver.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I mean, he was before the bionic neck. But, I mean, man, that fucking... Between him, obviously fucking Marvin Harrison... Man, Edger and Jay... Like, that team was stacked at one point, like, to the tits.
Yeah, they were sick.
Jeff Saturday was a monster. And then they fucking... Man, they turned the tide on him when he became the head coach. They turned the fucking...
That was sad. Was sad.
People got so mad. It's like, dude, it's not his fucking fault.
They did him dirty.
They did him dirty. They did. But, hey, I'm for going for it.
I'm also very upset at that team because, again, I'm obviously a Bears fan, but it was hard not to love Andrew Luck.
Andrew suck?
I know. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? This guy does not know ball.
Andrew suck.
What are you talking about? That guy.
I know I'm talking shit. My buddy, shout out AJ. AJ always says that shit. AJ always calls him Andrew suck, and I'm like, dude, Andrew Luck was seriously a fucking monster. Okay, that guy was so underappreciated. It's crazy.
I was in Indy.
He was an old school football player.
It was Bears, Colts preseason the night he retired. He announced his retirement.
Oh no shit, you were there.
I was there. Like I stood there. I was at that. And I remember when he's like running across the field, I didn't know what was going on, but the whole stadium is booing. Like, what are they booing for? And then we're walking back to the hotel. We're passing by a sports bar. They got all TVs and stuff. Andrew Luck, press conference announcing his retirement. The nerve these fans have to boo this guy.
That's crazy.
Well, all he did, year after year. Oh, my ribs are broken. I'm concussed. I got like thyroid cancer, but I'm still out here balling.
But I'm going to lay my body on the line and take massive fucking hits and just be like, hey, good game. Nice tackle. Good tackle. Like, good hit.
I lost so much respect for Colts fans. I'm like, you people are weasels. You people are sewer people. That's disgusting. How could you do that?
Well, I'll say the only defense of the Colts fans is like if you have a quarterback like a Peyton Manning, it's no different when... I mean, it's like the Patriots getting rid. Tom Brady's gone, and it's Mac Jones, and people were really hyped on him. And that fucking
Mac Jones is always buns.
Well, I agree. I don't think he was anything special, but that hype dies really fucking quick when you don't produce the way that the guy before you did, especially when you're coming from behind a guy that's one of the greatest.
Okay,
of all time.
But what cards does Andrew Luck have?
No, I agree, but that's what I'm saying is like he was coming from behind Peyton Manning, where it's like. damn, we're expecting this. Like we're coming off a Super Bowl. We've had years of a lot of success. I mean, not full success of winning championships, but like
good
Peyton
quarterback
Manning's
play.
a fucking one of the greatest of all time.
Good quarterback play.
They knew he was going down. It was him and Marvin Harrison. I mean, it was fucking absolutely nuts. And then they go to Andrew Luck, and it's like, because they didn't accomplish anything, and then he gets hurt, and he goes, shit happens to him. It's like,
but at that point,
they don't appreciate
boo
it.
your owner.
Very quick.
It's
Yes.
not his fault. But
Yeah.
boo the organization.
People have been booing Jim Irsay for a long time. They've been booing his ass since they moved the fucking Baltimore Colts. Jim Irsay's been getting the heat since he moved out of Baltimore in the middle of the fucking
too
night,
busy
dude.
smoking crack or whatever you got caught doing. We went to the hospital for.
Allegedly.
It's all alleged.
I don't know. Maybe. I'm not sure. I've never heard of that, so I don't know.
But yeah, dude. I mean, it's like for the Bears. Okay, it's your quarterback. You know, this is your franchise. This is your guy. Protect him.
So is Mitch
Protect
Trubisky.
him.
So is Mitch Trubisky. So is Justin Fields.
But it's like they're probably coming back to like, okay, but especially with like Andrew Luck. Okay, you see that Andrew Luck is actually a dude. Spend all your money
He
on
didn't want to
protecting
play.
him.
He didn't want to play anymore.
Yeah, because he was
He wasn't
gonna
protected, but
die.
He didn't want to play.
because he was gonna die on that field.
It's a bummer. You hate seeing a guy like him go down.
You know,
that
you hate
early
what
in
you
his
do every
career.
day, and you die underneath the car.
Oh yeah.
You ever get? I don't know if you watched it, but I thought it was a pretty good reference.
No, I did not watch that. I have no clue what you're talking.
Okay, well, shout out Shane Gillis tires.
Oh, I did watch Tires. What the fuck are you talking about?
I
I don't remember that.
Okay,
Shit. Now, my memory's
complete
ass,
off
so.
topic, but when the old guy, when he was dead under the car, and Shane Gillis is talking to this
That's
dude, he's like,
right.
"Hey, honestly, man, I want to work here." He's like, "You know, you hate what you do every day, and you die underneath the car."
That's right. I totally forgot. Yeah, Cal's like calling him a dick. He's like, "Oh yeah, what are you gonna ignore me? All right."
He's like, "Kick some."
Yeah, that's right.
That
I
show was
forgot.
awesome. That show was awesome.
I didn't think it was that good. Hot take. I didn't think it was that great. As a Shane, first off,
Okay, well, Shane Gillis, I'm gonna say this hot take: Shane Gillis is not that funny.
that's horseshit. Shane Gillis is fucking hilarious.
Shane
Gillis is a
had-
guy.
Shane Gillis is white Kevin Hart, who's tall. I mean, he uses the same jokes every time.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely uses it, but he uses the same jokes. That's what we're all into, though.
I'm not.
We
I
use the same jokes all the time. We talk the same shit every
I'm not
time.
a professional comedian making millions of dollars.
Yeah, but
I'm a guy in my mom's basement
now
recording a
is.
podcast.
He just now is, though. Like, he just blew up. But I heard about... I don't know how. I still can't remember how the fuck I found him, but I found him before he even went on Rogan's for the first time. And I was like, damn. I'm like, I can't wait. I'm like, this guy's got to get on Joe Rogan's podcast. I remember thinking that, and I'm like, it's got to happen. And it was like, I don't know how many
Did you
months.
tweet it? Maybe you were the guy that. Like,
I definitely
Blew
didn't
him up.
tweet it. No, I definitely didn't tweet it. I
sorry,
wasn't
correction.
fucking...
X. Sorry, Elon.
Oh, yeah, whatever. X, sex, Max, Tex.
I tried looking up X, and some weird website came up. I don't know. It said like X videos or something like that. I was just trying to watch videos on X. It was weird.
But you have to go to X videos, not Pornhub. You need a fucking valid ID for in the state of Indiana.
Yeah, I don't do that mental clarity and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, mental clarity, huh?
Yeah,
I get post not clarity, so I have to watch that stuff.
you
But
feel disgusted about yourself.
yeah, definitely feel disgusted about myself. I feel like a gross fucking pig. But you know what? That's what teaches you lessons, that you don't learn from. Just like Justin Fields, just like Mr. Trubisky,
All
they
right.
get lessons that they don't learn from.
Take it easy. We're segueing off the Bears anymore. I don't want to talk about that. Here, too much slander going on over here. I'm not here for it.
Not enough slander. Not enough slander. That's why these fucking
There's
teams still
plenty
have
of slander,
hope.
dude. Bears Twitter is
No, that's
Go
why they have
crazy all
hope.
the
That's the
time.
problem. We have a rookie quarterback, and we're talking about we're going to win the fucking Super Bowl. this year.
because he has.
Oh, this dude can throw the ball. Yeah, so can every fucking kid coming out of college, dude.
Okay,
That
but
just
not
blows my
well.
mind. It blows my mind.
I will say though, like again, like I'm not saying like
he throws the ball well, but it's all cute and shit when you're in college and no one's playing fucking defense.
I agree, but people
everyone
are-
throws for 700 yards and fucking
I understand.
like it's crazy.
I understand.
Wait till you're playing the NFL. That's all. I
agree. I'm a very avid believer in that. I'm with you on that. This is a safe space. We can calm down. It's okay. We got the candle going. Coffee and whiskey. Shout out White Barn. Anyways. I agree. Caleb Williams, I am not going to fully hop on that train. Like I still got one foot on the platform. I'm not fully on that train until I see him actually take an NFL snap. Because, especially at USC, who is he playing?
I couldn't tell you because I don't watch
He looked
college
like
football
garbage
much.
against Notre Dame, and Notre Dame is very mid.
I mean, if you want to get into that shit and talk about how he fucking cried after he lost that one game.
That's
when
what I'm
he
saying.
Jumped in his mom's arms and cried.
That's another thing. Justin Fields is not doing that. Justin Fields is perfect in front of the press. It's a,
Yeah.
What about that one time he shit on the coaches? Oh my god. Shut up. Good. Someone needs to.
Someone needs accountability.
Yes.
You need accountability.
He's doing everything he possibly can. And again, anyone who's saying that the Bears weren't tanking is wrong. They're blind because of the fact, how do we have a significant lead in the third quarter? As soon as the fourth quarter hits, it's like the team doesn't know how to play anymore. How does that happen? They were tanking.
I totally disagree in that because only maybe not totally, but I would say I mostly disagree with that because just as
You can see the play calling changed up. It's just like stupid.
but watching the Bears, this is the fucking Bears storyline for literally my entire life that I've ever watched. Like this is how it always is. Every fucking time we play really good in the first half. If we have a good whatever, forget fucking playing in the first whatever. We might be having a really good game, but no matter what. When it always comes down to those fucking games where it's like, oh, we're winning by 3, we're winning by 6, like close fucking games, we do the same shit every fucking time. We go, all right, just play prevent, and everyone plays.
My God.
We play fucking zone coverage,
Yes.
and then we leave everything empty, 15 yards under.
Yes.
And we just let people, and that's why the Bears lost the Super Bowl in 2006?
Yeah.
That's why we lost the Super Bowl. That's why Peyton Manning fucking 2-yarded us because he goes, if you're gonna give me 8 yards at a time, I'm gonna fucking take it, and that's what every team does to the Bears.
The
And
Tom Brady story.
That's why I don't think that the Bears like purposely tanked last year because I've watched that every fucking year.
I'm not saying last
of
year.
my
I'm
life.
talking about even the year before.
Even the year before though, but we've always done that. Like we play these really good games where like somehow all of a sudden our offense lights on fire where we put up 30. Remember that fucking game to the Lions where it was like 34-32
Yeah, we
going to the end of the game and it's like all of a sudden our defense just goes, hey, we quit playing. It looks like it's a total sellout. It's a total fucking like, we're purposely fucking quitting this game. Like
Agreed.
Dude, it just makes no sense. Like, but I've seen that. That's the Bears in an essence. That's the Bears in a nutshell, dude. That's the Bears in a fucking nutshell. It's crazy.
But again, no more Bears talk. People are probably tired of hearing about it. I'm just angry. We'll have more Bears talk next time. Bears talk every episode. Because, hopefully one day, lovely Miller Lite will sponsor us. And that glowing sign will mean something.
In your fucking dreams, dude.
Maybe one day. Who knows? Maybe it'll take off.
Yeah, Miller Lite will be out of business before they sponsor
What are you
this.
talking about? Miller Lite's like top 5 beer and selling you beer in the U.S.
As I drink Busch Light.
Yeah, that's because you have poor
Because
taste.
why?
You're
Because why, huh?
Basic white guy.
Because why?
And it's cheap. It's like
Yeah.
garbage cheap.
Is that why?
Yeah.
Is that why you hate Busch Light?
No, I just don't like it. I think it tastes like if I took like a piece of white bread and soaked it in water for 24 hours, I'm drinking Busch Light.
So what's Miller Lite taste like?
It tastes like hoppy. It has flavor.
Tastes like tastes like fucking wheat bread soaked in water for 24 hours. I mean, Jesus Christ, dude. Shit.
Yeah, it's refreshing.
Dog shit. It's dog shit. Wheat bread fucking sucks. Wheat bread sucks.
Don't
White
ever
bread
slander
sucks.
wheat bread like that ever again.
Wheat bread sucks ass, dude.
I mean, I'm
Bread
definitely not getting
sucks.
when I go to Subway. I'm definitely getting Italian herbs and cheese. But
Fucking A. Yeah, that's a move. Dude, I didn't discover that until I was probably like 20.
I always used to get 9-grain honey oats. Then I was like,
I always got white.
So-
I always got white.
okay,
bread.
this guy's slandering.
Bro, it's loaded with sugar. It's fucking good. It's so good. Speaking of
guy's a-
Subway, what
the
the fucking
contradictory
Danger
guy.
Witch? Go back to how about Subway? How about the Danger Witch? How about Justin Fields? Let's make that connection. What about Pittsburgh this year?
Oh my god! So I think
Russell Wilson's about to have a fucking good year.
Okay, well, did you see?
He didn't have a bad year last year. A lot of people are fucking shitting on him because they're thinking of the year before with Nathaniel Hackett.
Nathaniel Hackett was a
Nathaniel
hack.
Hack job.
He was a
Nathaniel Hack job, but like legitimately,
Okay, but
Russell Wilson had a pretty fucking
Russell
decent
Wilson
year last
has-
year, and Sean Payton was like, I don't want you as my quarterback. I know you're doing good, but I want you on the bench. And he's
Sean
like,
Payton's also
okay.
No, that was not the problem.
The problem was his fucking contract.
he wouldn't take out the injury clause.
Yeah, of course. When he shouldn't.
Yeah.
He shouldn't. He's how old. He shouldn't take that out of his contract. And Sean Payton's like, hey, I need to rescue my career because I won one Super Bowl with one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. You want to talk about the fucking 85 Bears, the 85 Colts? How about the 85 fucking Saints? That team fucking had Drew Brees and they won one Super Bowl with him.
I mean, yeah.
He's one of the greatest of all time. He's literally, like, Drew Brees might be in the top 5 of all fucking time.
He's in my top 5.
He legit might be in the top 5 like most people. Yeah.
He's in my top 5.
Yeah. A 6'2" white dude from
Purdue.
Thank you.
He's the reason why I went there.
Exactly.
The reason why I went there is because of him.
And he won 1 fucking Super Bowl, and Sean Payton rides high on that fucking shit forever, and he gets over to Denver and goes, I'm going to change the culture.
He thinks he's
Russell
him.
Wilson
he
finally.
Thinks he's him.
Yeah, and Russell Wilson, who has won a Super Bowl also, been to multiple Super Bowls, played well, set a lot of records. Dude, he was doing shit
Lost
before.
a Super Bowl.
He lost a Super Bowl too, but he didn't lose a Super Bowl. His coach lost a Super Bowl with him.
That's on Pete Carroll.
Yeah, it's on fucking... Yeah, Russell Wilson didn't go, we should pass it. Russell Wilson's probably gonna...
We got Marshawn Lynch in the backfield. Do you know who's back
Who
here?
was running his fucking ass off. Who was running his ass off. And they go, we're the 2, let's throw it.
Skittles and Hennessy. He's ready to go.
Bruh. Can I take a piss break?
Yeah, we could do that.
Go ahead. Pause that fucker.
All right, we're back.
Fake.
Let's get back after it.
Fake news. Fake news.
Gotta
Here, give me the real deal.
A little intermission. Get it cracking. Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah.
You hear that?
Yep.
Mountain just got its whatever they say. I don't know.
Yeah, he's talking about Coors Light. I don't drink that beer.
We'll call it a
I just drink their
fruity
other,
beer.
I just drink their other product.
Yeah. Yeah, aren't they all made basically owned by the same company?
Hey, fucking anymore. Like everything in America.
Everything.
God, let's get into that. Let's talk about corporate America and the fucking problems in this
That's
country.
what everyone wants to hear
Oh,
about.
shit.
Everyone wants to hear politics.
Dude got canceled on his first episode ever.
Rest in peace, call me Kyle. Circa
Call me Kyle.
2024, 2024.
I don't know if I like that name. Call me Kyle. I can't. That's like call her daddy.
Does that even exist anymore?
Kind of call her. No, it doesn't. I don't know about now, but call her daddy. Call her Kyle. Call him Kyle. Call her Kyle. Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't know what you want to be referred to as. We'll call you.
I don't know, but how about fucking... I mean, forget the Chicago-specific sports, because we're fucking ass. Until we prove something, I don't give a fuck about Chicago. The Bears, the Cubs, the Sox, the Blackhawks, and Connor Bedard
Dude,
fucking
the
kicks
Chicago
ass.
Sky, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, we won't get into that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Angel Reese MVP! Yeah, fucking get their own rebounds because she misses 15 fucking times in a row. All right, that subject covered.
All right, that's the WNBA in a whole.
Yeah, pretty much.
Next
in a
subject.
nutshell. I would just go on a fucking... I mean, like, dude, how about Paul Skeens?
Paul Skeens is a dude.
Paul Skeens is like legitimately the most electric pitcher in baseball right now, in my opinion.
He's starting in the All-Star game.
And as a Cubs fan and a fucking team that's in like my rival team in the division, like one of my division fucking team, dude, Paul Skeens is an absolute
But you can't
monster.
hate
I
him
love him
because he's a dog.
I was hyped for him coming up,
and we got a Livy Dunn. Anyways, that's pretty cool.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, let's put you on, old son. Hold up.
I know who that is, kind of. Well, who was she dating?
Paul Skeens.
No, who was she dating before that? Wasn't that Matt Stafford's wife or something?
What? That's Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, but she was with somebody before Skeens. Why is she famous? Everyone knows her.
TikTok.
Was that what it was?
Yeah, TikTok blew
I
her.
thought she was like with somebody before
and
that.
she's a smoke and a good gymnast.
Yeah, I mean,
she's not my like ideal, but she's smoke. If you're into that.
yeah, I mean, I like women.
But like, I think the problem is here is like, it's the mustache. The mustache is legit.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy. I don't know if anyone else has said this, but I'll go ahead and say it. I think Paul Skeens is like fucking Randy Johnson 2.0. He is like Randy Johnson reincarnate.
All he needs to do is like 20 years from now, pick up a camera and stand on the NFL sidelines.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a lot more to accomplish before that, too. But, dude, I mean, Paul Skeens, seriously, like, that guy is like, bro, the Brewers are one of the best teams in baseball right now, and he literally just pitched 7 no-hit innings against them yesterday.
Because he
11 fucking strikeouts, tied his career high against one of the
dude,
best.
he's a monster. Yeah, he had, like you said, 11 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 7 inning pitch.
And, man, I'll say this, too, because I hate, don't get me, I'm fucking, New Age baseball kind of sucks, in the sense that, like, a guy like him, I get it, he's young, and especially this year is, like, what's really thrown it off in particular is so many guys getting injured, and it's like, oh, because they've been throwing so young, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, sure, blah, blah. Paul Skeens is a fucking horse. Paul Skeens
He's a phenom.
can throw a complete game. Can we
100%.
please let him throw a fucking no-hitter complete game?
Yeah.
Dude, he's getting taken like 99 pitches. Bro, Paul Skeens can throw 130. He can throw
Yes.
130 pitches. He will be fine for however many days later for his next start.
Yeah, I mean,
He'll be fine. He's so young, dude.
I agree with
He'll
that.
recover.
I agree
He
with
can
that.
do it. This is 2 times now he's gotten gypped out of a no-hitter this year, at least that I'm aware of.
well,
Where I
it's
was
because
like, what the
they're
fuck?
trying to take care of Golden Arm. I mean, that's
I
what
know,
they're
but
trying
it's
to do.
fucking lame. It's lame. Like, bro, that right there is what separates like teams from like being like the top of the attention. Like that, like you're scared to be dominant. You're
I
scared
don't
to
know to
push
say
it.
that they're being dominant. They're scared of something happening and losing their stud.
Oh, then they're scared. They're scared. That's what. That's
I
it.
would be scared
It-
too.
well,
I
there you
mean,
go.
like,
So it
I
comes
wouldn't
down
want
to-
someone to freak like. Okay,
That's what it comes down to. You're scared.
Yeah, because I'm scared of losing my
Don't be scared.
cash cow.
Don't be scared. Yeah, well, that's what it is. So is this a money grab? Or are you trying to win fucking games? Are you trying to be the most dominant team in baseball?
Okay, but let's say he tears his like his
Yeah, come up.
rotator cuff.
For sure.
He's
you can
done.
come up with hypotheticals. You can come up with hypotheticals.
I mean, again,
of
they're all
course.
hypotheticals. All hypotheticals.
Yeah,
I agree.
exactly. But
it's
that's
like-
why I'd like to see him do it because, dude, he's a fucking dog. That guy can do it.
I mean,
If
yeah,
he's
100%
one of the
agree.
few dudes that like not just like hype train shit. Like obviously now he's pitched what 6 games. I think he's pitched 6 games, 7 games in the MLB. He's there already. Like he's not. This isn't like
dude. Again, he's starting. He's starting.
yeah. He's starting
All-Star game.
officially. Finally,
Yes,
Thank
as of
God.
today, I believe.
Thank
I
God.
believe
That
as
was
of
the
today.
biggest mistake the MLB could have possibly made. The voting, how he couldn't have somehow been possibly the number 1 selection. As much as a Cubs fan, Shota showed off. But there you go. Same fucking shit. Shota, 6 games. He was amazing.
I mean,
Start getting lit up.
Had,
It
yeah,
happens.
he's had some outings where he got smashed,
But he just destroyed the fucking Orioles.
yeah.
He destroyed the Orioles, one of the best hitting teams in baseball, if not the
Speaking of
best.
which, yeah, and the youth on that team.
Bro, Gunnar Henderson's on crack this year.
He's a dog.
Gunnar Henderson
A
is on
dog.
crack.
Dog.
He's so good. He's so fucking good.
They got Gunnar Henderson. Adley Rutschman is another guy I like. I like Adley a lot.
That team is so stacked with such young talent that people have already
They're
forgotten
not even
about
in their
the
prime.
Exactly. They've forgotten about the guys who are supposed to be in their prime right now, like Austin Hayes. Austin Hayes was a fucking stud a few years ago. Ryan O'Hearn, really fucking good. Cedric Mullins is kind of just like he gets
Bobby
looked at
Witt?
here and there. Oh well, Bobby Witt's not on the Orioles, but
Well, I know. I'm talking about
Bobby Witt's getting
okay.
hyped. Bobby Witt's one of the best players.
I'm just
in the
talking
league.
about like guys that
He's on a
kind of-
shit team though.
Yeah,
He's on a shit team. So they don't get look
on
at
the
look at
Royals.
They're a shit team. They're good this year, but that team is shit. They've been shit for a long time. They're good this year though. The
Okay.
Royals are good this year. The Tigers are relative this year, and they're really not that. impressive.
Okay, the Tigers.
The Tigers are good this
They're
year.
also in the
Come-
worst division in baseball.
So are the Royals. They're in the same division.
I know. I understand that. I'm a
Yeah,
Sox
exactly.
fan.
Exactly.
But it's like horrible. It's hard not to look good in that division.
Unless you're the White Sox,
Well, that's the problem.
they make it really easy to not look good.
They're
They make it
buns. They're
fucking
buns.
easy to-
They're buns.
Except for Luis Robert. Man, that's
Lou
just-
Bob and Garrett Crochet are the only 2 things that this team's going to get home for, and they're talking about trading them.
Okay, yeah, well, and rightfully so.
No.
And as a fan of baseball,
These
as
are
a
the
fan
guys you
of
should
sports,
be building around.
no, as a fan of sports, I'd rather see that guy go somewhere and succeed.
Yeah, I selfishly though, as a Sox fan, I want to see them stay.
and selfishness does play a part, but I've always
I would
been
look-
in that boat.
It's
where
just
I'm-
like Matthew Stafford. I was so happy to see him win a Super Bowl
Mhm.
when he went to the Rams.
Mhm.
But it's like, I'm sure Detroit fans are in shambles. Like, we loved that guy. We didn't want him to go.
But your organization sucks, and don't you
They
know?
did.
You're fucking
They're
let the
dogs
guy
now.
who
They're
like
dogs now.
if you love him, you gotta let him go.
100%.
They say that.
Can I get
And
an
that's
amen?
Amen.
Amen.
That's the fucking truth. That is the truth, and that's like to me where as someone who's not like a huge Sox fan anymore, but like I'm a Chicago fan. I'm a Cubs fan.
I mean, it's cool to see the city win,
But exactly, I'm like, bro, we have 2 teams.
but I'm always going to talk shit about the Cubs. I'll just say that.
And I'll talk shit about the Sox. I'll talk shit about the fucking Cubs too. I don't care. I don't know. I'm a Chicago.
I mean,
guy.
you won't find a person that hates the Sox more than a Sox fan. I'll just say that.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. But like he's too talented. He's in too good of a position right now, in my opinion, that like he they could try to keep him to build around him, but like, is he gonna stay productive through like more years of them being complete shitters?
Well, I mean, it's just
Because,
the
like-
Chris Sale situation all over again.
Well, exactly. Yeah, like Chris Sale's still dominating.
Yeah.
He's still fucking dominating. Like he's been on teams that they haven't been successful. He hasn't like won shit, but like he's gone to successful teams where, in a sense of like they've been good teams.
Yeah.
At least like we have a chance. Hey, we have a fighting fucking chance. I mean, I hate watching really good players get stuck on shit teams for their entire career.
Yeah, I mean, you
And
see it all the time. You see it in every sport.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna bring up in hockey. Like, man, I always fucking forget his name. That's bullshit because I just said like talking about good fucking players. I'm drawing a blank on his name. Oh god damn it. Fuck, he was so good and like literally no one talks about him anymore. It's on the Blue Jackets. Somebody remind me.
I don't know, not a hockey guy.
Oh my god, why is it fucking drawn? I
I don't know. We can look at
is Dead Space? Yeah, look it up. You got fucking Google right
Let's
there.
Let's go to Karen.
Oh my god.
Is he still a current player?
Yeah. Look up Columbus Blue Jackets roster. Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank.
Who we look for?
It's gonna kill me. Patrick Laine. I don't even need to look it up. There it is. Patrick Laine.
He looks like handsome Squidward.
Yeah, well, Patrick Laine is like Patrick Kane 2.0. Like, dude, when he came into the league, he was a fucking stud. He was up there.
Point per game, dude, or what are we talking here?
We're talking goals per game, assists, everything, dude. He was Connor McDavid. He was Nathan McKinnon. He was Patrick Kane. He was all those guys. When he came into the league, he was fucking on track to be like one of the superstars. And he's been on a fucking team like the Columbus Blue Jackets where his entire career now is just shot.
I'm going to say this. I'm not a hockey guy, but I feel like I still have some knowledge of like the teams. I did not know Columbus had one.
Yeah.
I was just say.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows because they fucking suck. Because they suck. They're irrelevant. Columbus is fucking irrelevant. Are you looking at, you got his stats up right there?
Yeah, I got his stats up.
Okay, look at his, like.
So he started on the Winnipeg Jets.
Yeah.
And we're looking, I mean.
Oh, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, 23. Yeah, okay. So this is why, and it's funny because this is why I always get confused because he went from the Jets to the fucking Blue Jackets, which is weird because both of their teams kind of look very similar, at least in my dumbass mind. Like their team colors and shit are very similar, like the red, white, and blue. So like it's always really confusing. But like you look at his look at 2016 to 2017. That's his rookie year, right?
Mm-hmm.
73 games played, 36 goals and 28 assists and 64 points. Like, bro, that's a solid first year. That's a really solid first year.
Is he an injury prone guy? I mean, I see a couple seasons here where he's only played.
Like he may be prone. I don't know, like prone to injury, but like is it one of those things like is he prone to injury or is he on a shit team and like it's kind of just getting injured because like by what I was getting into with this was like Mike Trout,
dude.
Mike Trout, he's
the Babe Ruth of our generation.
Statistically, one of the greatest baseball players of all time, like legitimately top. I mean, he's in the top 5. I would statistically,
again,
not just opinion. Statistically,
I always tell people,
he's been better than everybody.
He is the Babe Ruth of our generation. Mm-hmm. He is the GOAT
minus pitching, which is why Shohei gets all the love because he pitched and he was a fucking dominant pitcher. He wasn't just a pitcher; he was a fucking dominant pitcher. But
that's the problem too, though.
But Trout is a monster.
Yes,
he's been a monster, but he gets hurt every year, and it's also like another guy that my point exactly. Like I hate seeing guys that get stuck on shit fucking teams just dwindle away.
They end up in purgatory, basically.
It is. That's Mike Trout. That was exactly my point. It's Patrick Laine in the NHL. Just in my lifetime of watching hockey, he's one of the guys that I can think of that like was a bummer for me to see him get stuck where he got stuck because when he was with the Jets, with the Blue Jackets, they fucking both sucked. And same thing with fucking Trout. Angels fucking suck.
Yep.
They suck ass. And he's just stuck there, and he signed this massive contract, and it's like, bro, what are you thinking? Like, and that's why I'm like with Lou Bob with the Sox. Bro, just get out. I know Sox fans don't want to see it, but like, I'd rather watch him go to like the Brewers. Even though as a Cubs fan, I don't want to see him go to the fucking Brewers because that sucks. But like, I'd rather see him go to a team where he would be like, oh, this is our power hitter. Because, like, the Brewers don't really have a fucking power hitter. Like, he needs to go to a team where he's a guy that's going to hit on a capable team that has, like, actual fucking status in the league.
Yeah.
he's hitting 40 home runs a year.
100%.
This motherfucker came back like what 20 games ago, and he's got how many home runs in the last 20 games? Like it's retarded,
Let's
dude.
find out.
That's crazy. He's so good, and obviously his defense is outstanding as well.
I believe a Gold Glover last year.
Yeah, like he's great. He's great.
So far this season, he has had 23 runs. But again, he was out for a while.
Where you at here? What is this? Career stats go.
Definitely
23 runs isn't his home runs. Oh,
No.
why doesn't that show his home runs? There it is. Oh no, that's career home runs up at the top there. What kind of website is this that you're looking at, dude?
Dude,
Go to ESPN right there. Go to
Okay,
number
okay.
one.
I'm gonna have to cut this part out just so you know because we look sloppy right now.
Yeah, it is sloppy. Well, that's your own fucking fault.
Yeah, whatever. Dude.
Because he has like 12 or 13 home runs this year or something. Like 6 of those 11 in the
so-
last like 15 games.
Yeah, I mean, he's been out, so that's the problem. He was injured for a while. He's only played 40 games.
That's my point. He's
I
a
mean, I'm
fucking
not
monster.
disagreeing. He's a
Yeah, no, I
dog.
know you're not.
I love
Yeah.
him. I love him.
But he's a fucking monster, and like that guy needs to go to a better team. And it sucks as a Sox fan because it is somebody you'd like to build around. But also, how long has he been on the Sox now? 4 years.
Yes.
It's been 4 years. Like he's at 4 years, so now he's in Mike Trout's position. Do you sign him to a 10-year fucking massive, crazy through the roof deal?
Selfishly, I want them to.
Of course,
I don't want to.
Of course, but if you sign him, if you sign Lou Bob,
But I don't want him stuck in purgatory. Like again,
he's going to be stuck in purgatory, and then the Sox are in purgatory because you sign him to a massive deal. Now you have to go get a bunch of fucking no-name
No,
shit
not
players.
true. Jerry Reinsdorf just needs to spend the money.
Well, but he won't, and we know he won't, and that is
dude,
exactly my point.
The biggest free agent signing we have right now is in history. Andrew Benintendi. At like 75 million. That's the largest. That's the most we've ever paid anyone.
Boy, is it sad.
That's garbage.
Boy, is it fucking sad.
It is terrible.
Benintendi, bro, remember how good he was? He with the fucking what? He
was
started with
the
the Red Stocks, right?
He was-
The Red Stocks, the Red Stockings. What am I in fucking 1912? The Red Stockings. He's the fucking Red Sox, right? He started with the Sox, and then went to the
Yankees.
Royals.
No, we got it from the Yankees. I'm pretty sure.
Well, he went to the Royals and then the Yankees for a very short time, I believe, and
Yeah.
then came to the Sox. But started with the Red Sox. Dude, but when I remember him playing, it was like, bro, this guy's a fucking monster.
That's the one thing everyone's like, wow, actually, this is a pretty good sign because Andrew Benintendi. I think he had an off year the year before we signed him, but people were like, you know what? If he can find his bat again, and
Mhm.
like Andrew Benintendi, actually not a bad signing.
Very much like the Cubs signing Jason Hayward.
Okay.
Another,
But it's
again.
like trying to just hit gold. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Well-
it's like the 05 White Sox weren't even that good. They
No,
just
that's
caught-
not true. That's not true.
They caught lightning
That's-
in a bottle. I will say they caught lightning in a
but
bottle.
that's what you need. That's what you need a fucking no. That's what I was gonna offer you. You need a team that's what defines a fucking team.
Oh, the culture was there though. That was the problem. Is the culture.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Like you don't need to sign these massive names. You don't need like any type of like, bro. It's the
I feel like
culture. It's
culture
the
goes
coaching.
miles. I mean, think about
It goes way farther than
2018.
anything else.
2018 Bears. Every time they got a win, they had club dub. It's like these guys are just, they're building that again. I'm going to sound redundant, but they're building that culture. These guys are getting along. They're all boys.
Quote this. Quote this. I already forgot what I was gonna say.
Unreal. This is just bad. This is
No.
podcasting.
I already remember. Yeah, no shit. This is fucking not having a brain. Clearly, and anyone who's listening
Too
to
many
this
Busch
an
lattes.
hour and fucking 15 minutes into this already knows that I don't have a brain.
Too many
So,
lattes for the boy.
yeah, Busch Light. It's definitely not the couple fucking craft beers I had before this. It already fucked me up before I got into this. But no, okay. So like, what I was gonna say was like, yeah, I forgot again. So that's great. That's
Unreal.
awesome.
Unreal.
What the fuck? What was the word you just said? You just said something.
I don't even know. I can go back and listen to the audio, but I'm going to cut this part out anyways.
Don't cut it out. There's nothing to cut out.
I mean, it's just sloppy. We look like buffoons.
Who cares? That's what people want to hear, dude.
The viewers.
That's what. Don't you guys want to hear this? Don't you guys want to hear this? I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. I'm talking to you.
You know who you are. I know you're listening to this right now.
Yeah, you know who you are. You know who you are. No, what was the word you just said? What were you just saying?
I was talking about the White Sox.
Yeah, you said you were talking about Andrew Benintendi and
And Andrew Benintendi is the highest free agent signing we ever had. And then if they could find his bat again, catching lightning in a bottle, the '05 White Sox weren't that good, but they had good culture.
Oh, culture. What I was gonna say is culture. Yeah. Cash is not as good. Culture is better than cash.
Yeah.
Culture is worth more than fucking cash.
I mean,
because you can go and pay.
The Dodgers. They
I
spend
know
so much
that's
money.
my point. That's what I was getting to. Thank you.
The
That's
boys
my
are
brain.
locked in. The boys are locked in.
Yes,
Same wavelength. Same wavelength.
Exactly. That's okay. Yes, exactly my point. Culture is king, not cash. Cash is not king in baseball or football or any fucking sport.
If
you can't buy a team,
if the guys are firing on all cylinders,
yeah,
you're gonna win,
bro. Again, Diamondbacks last year, they took the wild card spot from the Cubs, and they managed to get to the fucking not win. They managed to get to the World Series.
Well, think about
they were nobodies.
They were talking about the Patriots and having nobody
again. Exactly.
And the comment their slogan was, "Do your job."
What happened when they signed one of the greatest receivers of all time, Randy Moss? He didn't win a Super Bowl ring.
I mean, they had an undefeated, almost perfect season,
but he didn't win a Super Bowl ring.
I know.
Like it's just like not in every instance, of course. And sometimes you can buy a team
because of a fluke. I'll just say that because of a fluke.
Yeah, sometimes you can buy a fucking team. It will work occasionally. I'm not saying it never works, but exactly that point. Like, yeah, culture will win because that's why there's random teams that win every fucking year, and it's like. You can try to buy a team and you can make it really far. The Boston Bruins, the best NHL record of all time last year, and they went up 3-1 and lost to the fucking Panthers, who were one of the worst teams that made a wild card spot.
The Panthers don't even have fans.
And all of a sudden, what'd they do the next year? They went to the fucking playoffs as one of the best teams in hockey. They weren't fucking favorites to win the cup behind the Hurricanes, who were, and they should have been. Now they're selling the fucking house. They already sold the house. That fucking everyone's gone. Natchez, I think, is on the fucking Hawks now. And they won the fucking cup with a bunch of nobodies, with no fan base, with nothing. And the Bruins, who are an OG original six team, who had all the fucking dudes, were like, we choked 3-1, and then we played the same team in the playoffs the next year and we lost. Just like the fucking dude, the Dodgers every year. Fuck the 2020 Dodgers too. That's a horseshit championship. That's fucking League, Mickey Mouse, Bush League bullshit. The Dodgers winning in 2020 could mean less than a fuck to me, because that team wins 100 games every year for the last 10 fucking years of my life.
Okay,
and they choke every fucking year, and then they get 180 game season, and they're like, put the asterisk next to that one, the same way you fucking Dodgers fans want to put an asterisk next to the fucking trash can era, the fucking Astros that beat your ass.
Because that was Bush League. That was cheating, and we don't stand for that. We don't stand for that here on this podcast. Not in this basement.
God, it's such a bummer. I loved the fucking Astros that year. That was actually another team that got me. So like the 2015 Cubs, and I think it was the 2015 Astros also, or 2016 Astros, got me into fucking baseball, because like, man, I remember watching, I can't remember who they were playing, I remember.
This is reminiscing with Call Me Kyle. This is segment.
Yeah, reminiscing with the shit brain, because I can't remember who they were playing. And it was literally one of the first games that, like, in recent years, now 8 fucking years ago now, that I remember watching that got me back into baseball. I was watching a fucking Astros game, and I was just like, this is baseball. Like, that team was so impressive, obviously, because they were cheating. Hindsight 2020. It was baseball 101, dude. It was small ball. It wasn't like, we need to come up and be hitting home runs every time we come to the fucking plate. We're swinging for the fences trying to make baseball exciting. It was like, no. What makes baseball exciting? They're getting 14 hits a game. Like,
also, let guys take steroids to make baseball exciting again.
Yeah, agreed. I never thought that should be ever fucking banned. Go ahead, let them take steroids.
Yeah,
I'm all in that.
People want to see the ball mash 500 feet. I'll just say that.
Yeah, even if they don't mash at 500 feet, even if they just hit it,
people
want to see hits.
Sorry. I can't speak. Check swing home runs. Bring those back. Barry Bonds, shout out. Should be in the Hall. I'll just say that.
Yeah, Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, there's no reason he shouldn't be. And if anything, now he should be in the Hall of Fame just because he's black.
What? Probably have to cut that.
No, you ain't cutting that. That's the truth.
There's some cheese on it.
But for real, he should be in the Hall of Fame.
Shout out Terry Crews.
He should be in the Hall of Fame. I also disagree with people who think that steroids don't make you better at hitting a baseball. I had that argument with AJ. AJ was like, dude,
Shout out
Barry
AJ.
Bonds. Shout out AJ again. Once again, this guy, we need to get him. He needs to be on
AJ
here.
should.
AJ needs to be on here. AJ knows his fucking shit.
And
dude.
you better be listening to the pod. I'll just say that.
Yeah,
Should
I'll
be
give him
listening
the
to the pod.
fucking, hashtag
Hashtag
listen
Kind
to-
Actor Podcast. We'll work on it. Don't worry.
hashtag listen to this pod. Whatever it is. Hashtag longest episode ever. Getting there.
It might be the longest running episode so far. Hopefully we'll hit an hour and a half. Honestly, if we hit 2 hours, I don't even care.
We could hit fucking 3 hours, dude.
Let's
I
get
don't
it.
give a shit.
Let's get after it. You know,
But, like,
Stephanie can go on her own.
We're just talking.
Shout out Stephanie.
Yeah, shout out Stephanie. She rules.
Yeah,
She's the
okay.
greatest.
And not too friendly sometimes. Whatever.
Hashtag hour 19 minutes 45 seconds.
46, 47.
Yeah, just keep marking it. Mark. You got the fucking checkered fucking board thing with the little slapper on top. But for real,
for the studio.
I had this argument with AJ because he was like talking about it. He's like, dude, it doesn't make you better. I'm like, no, that's not true. I'm like, hey, steroids make you better at hitting a baseball. Look, it's funny.
Look.
Okay,
Everyone, ladies and gentlemen, look. More
All
than
right.
just gentlemen.
Yeah,
No
look
ladies
at
listeners.
this
Unless Stephanie
non-video.
listens, then ladies
Yes.
and gentlemen.
Yeah, just
Lady.
look at this non-video. Look and listen.
Look at the sunset when listening to this.
Yes. So, like, dude, it's so relevant. So here, I'll put it this way. Okay, fuck that. Forget it. I'm not going to get into that bullshit because you guys don't give a fuck. But that's for another time. That's for the next time I'm on here.
Boys are getting loose. We're all over the place right now.
Yeah, boys, we're getting wild here. But, like, dude,
In my mom's basement.
it's proven. Okay,
Shout out my mom.
steroids do a certain thing to your body. Steroids affect your hormones.
I'm gonna say
They-
this. I'm gonna stop you real quick and pause. People in the MLB are still taking steroids.
Oh, yeah, of
look
course.
at
Yeah.
Mike
Well,
Trout.
people in the UFC are still taking
Look
steroids.
at-
They just get past it.
Look at Shohei
Well, if Trout was
Ohtani.
taking steroids, he might not be hurt so
No,
much.
no,
So
no.
I don't know about that.
Look at the necks, dude. Look at the way their necks grow. Look at Seiya.
Yeah.
How was Seiya so scrawny? And then the next season, his neck grew like 3
And then the
inches
next season, he played shitty defense and can't hit the ball for shit, it seems like,
Okay,
even though somehow he's
okay,
batting like
steroids
260.
don't make you better.
He's not doing steroids, dude.
Dude, how does your neck grow that much? Just look at that. Like, how do you put that much muscle on so fast?
Because he's playing American baseball now. He's playing fucking Japanese league bullshit.
Yeah, but
fucking
they just throw four seams. They fast
somehow he won a magical 5 gold gloves with fucking Japan, and then now he can't fucking catch a ball to save his life, dude.
I think he's kind of buns. You guys were so hyped on him. He's kind of buns.
He
I'll
looks
say
like that dude. I can't
So is
remember what the
Mushroom
fuck
Boy.
was his name. Oh, what was his
Christopher
name?
Morel.
That guy that was. Fuck, man, I can't remember the right fielder's name for the Cleveland Indians. Guardians. Indians at the time, relevant to time frame.
Cancel this guy.
Yeah, the Cleveland Indians to the Cleveland Redskins. The Cleveland Indians at the time was like, I think it was 2016 that we played him. I think it was 2016. He fucking fell down in right field. Literally, it was a game-winning. It was a pop fly in the bottom of the ninth to give us the lead. It was a routine pop fly with 2 outs, and he was running, and he just fucking just got a straight divot, dude, and just dropped the ball and straight missed it. And I'm like, bro, that's Seiya Suzuki every play. I don't trust his ass.
Is it we talking about Michael Brantley?
No, it wasn't Brantley. Brantley's on the fucking Indians in 2016?
Yeah, I'm looking at this. I'm
No
looking at
shot. Wow, man, I thought he's been with the Astros for longer than that.
Carrying the computer. Just gotta
No.
pull up.
No, it wasn't Brantley.
Let's look it up. I'm looking it up.
It was
right
man, I
there.
can't think. Hold on, go to the roster.
Outfielders right now. Almonte, Brantley, Bird.
Rajay Davis. It was
Okay.
Rajay Davis. I know that it was Rajay Davis. Rajay Davis was in right field. I swear to God, it was him. I swear to God, it was him. I don't have any cell service because we're in the bunker right now. But
We're in the bunker, aka my mom's basement. Shout out Erica.
mommy.
It's kind of weird, dude.
For you.
Definitely call the police on this guy. But anyways, what are we looking up? What are we looking up?
So I was just looking. I'm trying to attempt to look up. Just look up. Man, fuck, I don't even know how to word it. Like, look up like Cubs game.
Rajay Davis.
Yeah, look up Rajay Davis drops ball Cubs game or something. I swear it was Rajay Davis.
Oh, we'll look it up.
I know he hit a massive home
Game
run
time
against
home run?
stuff. Yeah, he hit the. I know he hit that fucking bullshit ass game
It
time
was
home run during.
Joe West falls on him.
No.
Okay.
It wasn't the World Series. It was not the World. This is a regular season game. Maybe it wasn't Rajay Davis. Maybe I'm fucking
you're
wrong. Maybe I'm dumb.
You're wrong.
Maybe I'm stupid, dumb, fucking
Was it the
idiot.
ball boy interfering?
Mm-mm.
No. All right. Well, then you're wrong.
Just look up Cubs versus Indians outfielder drops ball. Try that. I don't know. Go for it.
I'm definitely going to edit this part out.
No.
This is just bad podcasting.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's taking like 30 seconds just to look this up.
Click, 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 click.
Polanco?
Yep, Polanco, that's who it was. Dude, it's such a fucking
Let's see,
funny
let's
clip.
see, let's
Watch
see.
this shit. Put this shit. Don't clip this out.
I'm
Watch
not
this
clipping
fucking
that,
shit.
man.
Tell me this. Dude, look at this motherfucker get baby deer legs. This dude literally gets baby deer legs and drops the ball for the Cubs to win the game. And the fucking dude, it's so crazy. This is like miracle shit that you hope and pray for in a game situation like this. Look at this. 10 to 10. It's 10 to fucking 10 right
Bottom
here.
of the 12th.
Bottom of the 12th. Watch. Look at. Yo, it's the funniest fucking shit ever. Polanco's the Pirates, not the Indians. I'm a dumbass. That's why. Because it's a wrong team. What a stupid ass.
Let's see where he's at now.
He was with the Pirates for a while after that. He's DFA'd from the Mariners. Is he really?
No, he's on the Mariners now.
Oh, he is on the Mariners.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
I'm
shocking.
going to say, I'm pretty sure I had him on the show a little while ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's a shortstop
Oh, nice.
for the Mariners.
Wow. Shortstop. Oh, that's a good thing they took him out of right field.
Hey, he's still making decent coin.
Too much money. Dude, that fucking shit was so funny. The Pirates. Damn it, how could I forget that?
He's batting 204 this year.
There you go.
It's not bad, not bad.
Could be worse.
It could be worse.
He could be fucking Martin Maldonado.
He could be in.
Good. Speaking of Michael Brantley bringing up the Astros, there you go. Fucking Martin Maldonado.
I would say this. He could be a former Mariner. He could be Wander Franco. I had to say that. Yikes. We won't talk about
Wander
that.
Franco was on the Tampa Bay Rays.
R.I.P. Edit that part out.
Yeah, yeah, you had it out fucking 20 minutes. Dude.
Audacity's about to go crazy. We'll just say that.
Bruh, Wander Franco. Boy.
That's a bad story. We won't even touch on that because that's bad.
No, we can touch on that.
No, I'm not touching on that. I don't want to
Why?
talk about it. It's so bad what
Why?
he did,
Why
dude.
is it that bad?
What are you talking about?
Why
He's
is it that bad?
underage, dude. What's wrong with the guy?
Oh, I'm not talking about her being underage. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, like, why is that bad to talk about it?
I mean,
He's a fucking loser.
Yeah,
He's a dumbass. He's a
gross.
fucking dumbass piece of shit.
yeah, it's
The guy was literally about to be the biggest star in baseball.
He was
like,
about to-
legitimately
Did he
be up
sign
there
a
with.
bag? He signed up. He got a bag.
He was about to be up there, like, legit. It was like him and Shohei. Like, legit. It was. But he was. But like
He was a phenom. He was good.
That is why Ellie De La Cruz was that next guy, because Wander Franco fucking just dipped out. Like, because
He
fucking. I mean,
deservedly so. He should have.
He dipped his wick in the wrong fucking wax.
Yeah,
that
that was bad, dude. That was bad. It was really, really bad.
Yeah,
That
it's
was-
fucking terrible. It's crazy. It's fucked up.
And like,
It's a bummer because I opened one of his cards. I hit a really big one. I hit one really big card of his. I opened up Topps Gypsy Queen. I hit a rookie card.
let's transition.
It was a no nameplate
Card
Gypsy
talk
Queen
with
fucking.
Call Me Kyle. Let's get after it. Card
Yeah,
talk. Call
call
Me
me
Kyle.
Kyle. Stop calling me Kyle.
Right, we'll call him K-Wit.
You do whatever.
We have to. Our names have to stick eventually. You can't just have Kyle and it's like plain. People
Yeah,
are gonna
no,
think you're
Kyle
punching
works.
holes in my drywall or something.
Yeah, Kyle works. I mean, I'm used to it. I've punched holes in doors and walls.
Come on,
I mean,
Monster,
I'm used to it.
sponsor us already. We got Kyle. on
I
the
don't
pod.
drink Monster though. Fuck Monster energy drinks. Fuck energy drinks. Period, dude.
No, it's Team
Let's turn
Celsius.
this into the health podcast. Fuck energy drink. They're bad for you. Guarana's terrible for you. No.
I don't know what that is. As he said in his Bush Light.
Yeah, Busch Light's good for you. It's like basically water, you know?
Yeah, bread soaked.
Yeah, bread soaked water. Sponsor us, Miller Lite. Wheat bread soaked water.
Hashtag Wheat Gang.
Wheat gang. Wheat gang. When is weed gonna get legalized in Indiana? How long does that fucking take?
I don't know. It's not a political podcast, so obviously we'll probably be one of the last.
It has nothing to do with politics, but I just mean like it's kind of crazy that like when you think like Michigan's right by us,
Well,
and
people
then
in
fucking
Illinois
Illinois, like it's literally like two of our biggest borders
People
are.
in Illinois come to Indiana for fireworks, and people from Indiana go to Illinois for weed. That's how it works.
Yeah, remember when people in Indiana used to go to Illinois for fucking alcohol too?
Yeah, on Sundays.
Because we realized, hey, we're dumb fucks. Let's make legalized fucking
Church,
booze.
dude.
Yeah, it's dumb as
Church,
shit.
baby.
It's dumb as shit. So like, hey, when are they going to legalize it here so they can stop trying to arrest people for going over the fucking border either way?
Yeah.
And also getting overcharged when they go to Illinois. Or
Yeah.
take a 45-minute drive to fucking Michigan just to possibly get arrested and charged with trafficking. I mean, it's fucking
Was that a
crazy.
thing?
Well, you can. It's not legal here, so
Are
you
they
go to
trafficking? Good times? Vibes? Come on.
Yeah,
What are we
but-
doing here?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, we don't need to get into that, but
Yeah, hashtag not a political pod.
hashtag this isn't just a sports pod.
Hashtag for that.
Hashtag we should just talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about.
I agree. We are hashtag free range pod. We'll have some chickens on
Yo,
free range pod.
that's a name right there.
That is a name. I actually like that a lot.
We could definitely come up with like something along those lines.
Be sick. I'm here for it. So
Chewy chicken, Kyle Clucker. Chewy the chicken, Kyle the Clucker. That sounds like a fucking radio host names. It's retarded, but I mean, like,
catch me on 93.9.
you do 104.3. Catch me on that Squire.com.
Come on, man. It was
I can play 3 riffs.
the forbidden one.
Yeah, the forbidden one. Yeah. R.I.P. Lane Staley.
It's honestly sad. I was actually in a rabbit hole the other day about, some of the greatest grunge vocalists. Honestly, let's touch on that. The list this person had is on TikTok, by the way. They had top 5 grunge vocalists, even though I feel like there really aren't many.
Lane Staley has to be number 1.
They had Lane Staley number 1.
Yeah, that's.
They had Chris Cornell number 2.
Ooh, that. You know what? That's tough though, man.
Chris Cornell's my number 1.
Yeah, that, and I can't argue that.
Chris
at
Cornell
all.
also he made my favorite song of all time. I Am the Highway is art. I'll say that. That is beautiful. It'll bring a tear to my eye. So will Nutshell. Nutshell will bring a tear to my eye.
Dude, Nutshell's one of the greatest songs of all time.
But
Damn.
So go back to the list. They had Lane Staley. This is 1 to 5. Lane Staley, Chris Cornell, Eddie Vedder, Scott Weiland, Kurt Cobain. Eddie Vedder, I'm probably putting 5 on that top 5. So now going 5 to 1, my top 5. I'm going Eddie Vedder, Kurt Cobain, because I'm not a huge Nirvana fan. I think Nirvana's kind of mid. Hot take. And then I'm having Scott Weiland, Lane Staley, then Chris Cornell's my number 1. He was something else. He was great. Amazing. It was tragic.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that. Other than I guess it all just comes down to personal preference, and I would just put. Man, that's tough because I guess if you're just going straight off vocal wise, like Chris Cornell vocally is better than any of those guys.
But
just
Staley
as a personal preference, yeah, as a personal preference, like Lane Staley to me is more than Chris Cornell.
It's really tough for me, but Chris Cornell just.
That's a good list though. Like I think that's a legit. Like I don't know if there's any arguments to that list. I don't know if you could argue there's anybody else better than those 5.
If there was anyone really relevant.
The hardest one to argue would probably, and I'm a big Eddie Vedder fan. I'm a big Pearl Jam fan, but like he would be the hardest argued just because so many people tried to replicate him. But that probably gives him the argument for being top 5 is because everyone tried to replicate him.
What other like big grunge bands were there?
I
I honestly don't even know if I'm putting Pearl Jam as grunge.
Oh, Pearl Jam's definitely grunge, dude. Early Pearl Jam.
Yes, I agree, but like it's
early Pearl Jam, dude.
What they transitioned to.
Yeah, I mean, but Pearl Jam still.
They have jammers. I love Pearl Jam, but people could also say that Eddie Vedder.
Everybody, you're good when everyone tries to copy you.
Yeah, you have.
That's
Creed.
what makes you good.
You have Creed. That sounds like a poor man's version of Pearl Jam.
Creed,
I hate Creed,
but Creed is amazing.
Creed is garbage.
I grew up on Creed. Creed is not garbage. I grew up on Creed, and as gay as they are, and as Christian, it's Christian rock. Yeah, fruity, gay, whatever you want to call them, but like fruity, gay, whatever you want to say.
I'm not trying to get canceled. First episode here.
Yeah, gay. Happy that they're a happy band. Back in the day, so gay men happy.
Saving Abel, Christian rock band. They have Addicted. It's like one of the most vulgar songs out there.
Yeah, well, look at fucking what was that other? What's that other fucking Christian rock band?
High Prevail.
Oh damn! I'm fucking drawing a blank. They had like a few really big songs. It was like early 2000s. Like it was like shit that I was into watching Gears of War compilation videos. Gears of War, fucking what are those things called?
Compilations.
Not compilations. What montages?
Oh,
Gears montages and shit, and COD montages. Actually, damn, what is that fucking band called? There was a dude I went to high school with. Was a huge huge fan of them, and I was like, they're a Christian rock band. That's lame as fuck. I made fun of him, but I'm like, that dude kind of Skillet.
Oh,
Skillet's
yeah,
got some bangers.
No,
Skillet has some bangers, but they're a Christian rock band. That's Creed, dude.
I would put them in like Divorced Dad rock.
Bro. Creed, you need to listen to some fucking Creed. Creed kicks ass. Creed kicks fucking ass. That makes me want to play guitar. Creed makes me. There's one particular song, and I can't think of the name
Creed
of it. But
too is like the fact that they're like hyped on TikTok right now, so it's like.
Well, see, I don't have TikTok, so I'm out of that. I'm just going off life experience, and that was literally like that was one of the first bands I remember listening to because of my brother. Because obviously, being born in '95, like early 2000s, so my brother was born in '90, so he was 12, 13. I was hearing that shit.
I would say like for me, it's probably like some of the first bands I remember is like Korn, System of a Down.
Oh, those were those were my I mean, at 8 years old, that was my very first CD I ever bought was Highway to Hell by AC/DC.
I think AC/DC. This is a hot take. A lot of people don't agree.
Their
with me.
cheeks.
They're garbage.
Yeah, they're not.
They're dog water.
They're not.
Buns.
They're
anything.
not.
They're not.
They're
good.
not.
Dude, he sounds.
They're not.
Like,
again, it's all time frame reference.
Bon Scott sounds like he smoked like 12 packs of cigarettes a day since the age of 12.
Yeah, it's all time frame reference.
Rest in peace. But
It's all time frame. When it comes to that, it is time frame because it doesn't matter like what point in your life.
It's not my vibe.
It matters what point in your life. Like I was.
I would say even like Metallica, I used to think was so overrated, but their guitar solos go crazy. I mean, that's why I'll listen.
And that's exactly my point, because when I grew up, Metallica, for the longest time in my life, is like literally was my favorite band. I knew how to play every Metallica song on guitar. I was obsessed with Metallica because I remember listening to... My brother had the original Xbox, and I remember fucking doing my homework in his room when he was at work, listening to Metallica. All their like first Kill 'Em All, Master of Puppets, all of fucking their first few albums.
But this is the problem too, is like these bands get hyped up because like, especially like Metallica is like Stranger Things. So you have the younger crowd.
Yeah.
They're just like, granted, I'd say I'm still pretty young, but whatever.
But you're saying like now you're realizing that like you think their solos are incredible, where I'm like anymore. I'm like back in the day I used to think they're incredible.
Like,
now
how many
I'm like
bands nowadays like how many bands like their guitarists just shred just because like, hey, this solo really doesn't even fit, but my guitarist is just gonna shred just because we have this badass guitarist.
I'm hard to judge on that because I'm into jam bands.
Yeah,
so
big jam band
jam bands are. That's what it's all about, is literally changing it every show. And
shout out John Mayer. He was on the...
Yeah.
He had a song with on Zach Bryan's new album.
I don't listen to Zach Bryan.
Well, that's your problem.
I don't listen to any new country,
you
really.
You should listen to Zach Bryan because...
Coulter Wall, dude. Shout out Coulter Wall. He's the best new country artist out there. Fuck Morgan Wallen. Fuck Zach Bryan.
Okay.
Fuck all those new guys.
Zach
they all
Bryan
suck.
exists. Cole Wetzel exists.
Cole Wetzel sucks.
What are you talking about
I've
here?
never really listened to him.
Get this guy out of my basement.
Never really listened to him much.
Well, we're going to put you on after this.
That's all right. I don't mind trying out new stuff. I like listening to new
Cole
stuff.
Wetzel's got jams, dude.
That's how I got into Coulter Wall. I got into it all by myself, but I'm like, Coulter Wall is literally the fucking man.
I mean...
Tyler Childers pretty awesome, too. Tyler Childers.
I mean, he's
however you fucking say it.
He's
pretty good. He's pretty good, though.
He's got some good songs.
He's got some good songs. I'm not a huge fan of him, but he's got some good
jammer.
songs. Who?
Cole. His song. Tyler Childers.
Song
Cole.
Yeah, I don't know that song.
Yeah, well, you should listen to it.
All right, well, I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look it up. Yeah, that works.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty good. He's got his, like, basically, I'll call it like his unplugged album when he did Nose to the Grindstone.
That song's fucking tits. That song is, dude,
White House Road might be better, in my opinion.
Really? I'm going to have to look that up then, because I haven't listened to shit from, like, any in particular album.
White House Road is great.
Dude, Nose to the Grindstone is so fucking good.
Yeah, keep your nose in the grindstone, out of the pills. It's great.
Dude, it's such a good song.
There's a lot of great music out there. I like... Zach Bryan has a lot of upbeat songs, but he also has a lot of depressed songs that I like. But he's got some songs that just make you want to go honky-tonkin'.
Yeah, old music always did that. Listen to some Waylon Jennings.
We hit an absolute vibe on the way back from Bloomington.
No, dude. I literally think about it daily. It's funny because, like, I don't know what it is. It's so weird how, like, life does that to you. But, like, I've been doing that recently, like, the last, like, week.
Just driving around vibing.
Yeah, well, just, like, at any time. Like, driving or, like, when I'm at home, like, in the shower or whatever, when I'm listening to music, like, I've been, like, even at work, like, I don't listen to music. I would listen to podcasts, but, like, I'm, like, caught up on all of them. And I've been listening to fucking country music like a lot in the last like week and a half, and
great.
it's just been hitting different.
It's
like
great,
it's one of those like it's hitting different again. Like I'm going
Country's
through.
cool again.
I'm going. Well,
Not
I'm
even
just
a
going
hot
through
take.
my. I'm
It's
going through my
cool
country
again.
phase again. Country's been cool for a long fucking time. People just don't know.
People just hype it up because they go to Boot Barn and think they're Westerns. You know.
Well, they go see people like fucking Morgan Wallen and Co Wetzel and shit.
Okay, well, you never
Sam
even listen
Hunt
to Cole
and
Wetzel, so
fucking-
you get that's two different sides of the spectrum. Morgan Wallen, old Morgan Wallen was cool. You know, he was actually country. And he had a song where he said, "I'll be damned if I sound like something I don't." But it's like now he's putting out songs for rappers. He's got pop beats. It's like he's kind of falling off.
Trying to
in my
make money.
opinion. I mean,
Trying to
yeah,
make
he's
money,
making
that's
his
what it is.
bag, which like respect to him. But in
But
my
also,
opinion,
don't
he's kinda
change who
falling
you
off.
are. Yeah, don't change who you
Yeah.
are. If that's really who you are, but that's how that shows you that they're not really who they were. Which is why I
Money
appreciate
changes
Coulter Wall,
people.
because Coulter Wall is like legitimately a dude who's like,
But-
I'm a ranch hand, and like I'm gonna make an album when I
But
want
he
to.
hasn't. Yeah, but Coulter Wall really hasn't like blown up massively like Morgan
Yeah,
Wallen.
because he's not concerned with just making shit that's
But it's
popular.
like-
He's
it's
just
like
making
other-
music as he
yeah.
wants.
It's like other country artists like Cody Jinks, Zach Top, which I doubt you've listened to. Zach Top
Never
is
even
like
heard.
he is Texas country to a T. Like he is. If you show up to Billy Bob's in Fort Worth, Zach Top is like that's what he sounds like. It's great. He is awesome. He
I'm
should
gonna
be
look him
definitely
up.
be getting more respect than he definitely gets. It's good stuff.
I'm gonna look him up right now just so I don't fucking forget it.
Yeah, look up Zach Top. Look up Cole Wetzel.
Co Wetzel, I remember that name just because
I mean, yeah,
it's fruity.
if you like him, dude, if you like him, hey, he was also a D1 linebacker. I'll say that.
Zach Top?
No, Cole Wetzel.
Oh, that helps.
But if you
Is
like
it still
him,
sports related?
if you like him, the boys are going to see him in October, so pop out in Indy. Shout out Indy.
how do you spell it?
KOE.
No, Zach Pop.
Zach
Cop.
Top.
Top. Cock. Zach Cock.
ZACHTOP. Zach Top. It's great. It's good stuff.
All right. I just want to get him in my search history so I can at least remember the name because I'll forget it in
Yeah.
15 minutes.
Look it up. I mean, we'll put it on the big screen. Get them going. It's good stuff.
Do it. Or are we going to get canceled for that?
No, I mean, we'll probably get copyrighted, so I probably shouldn't put it on YouTube. Probably won't like it. No one will probably like it.
This shit ain't going this long anyways, dude. You ain't publishing this. You ain't publishing an hour and 41 minutes of the last 25 minutes we've just been
100%.
going off track. Come on.
100%. I mean, who doesn't want that?
Hey, if you're listening to this long, cheers.
Yeah, I mean, that thing will
Cheers.
probably be an hour and 40 because I'm going to edit like some parts out, but other than that, it's fine. Okay, you can argue Parker McCollum, you could say it's kind of fruity, but Parker McCollum is also Texas, ranch hand. Yeah, I like Parker McCollum personally.
Never heard of him.
He's pretty good. I guarantee if you heard some of his songs, you'd be like, his big songs, you'd be like, oh, I've heard this before. His cover of American Girl was awesome. I think it was great.
When
Granted,
you
I
said,
think
when you said American Girl, I thought of Toby Keith. American Girl, American guy, you gotta stand up.
Yeah, Toby Keith, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
But not for me.
Toby Keith. What? See, dude, come on, dude. Toby Keith is one of the greatest artists in the last.
Yeah.
day. I mean, seriously, one of the greatest country artists of the last 2 decades.
Yeah, you probably think that Post Malone is one of the greatest country artists. of all
I
time.
don't like Post Malone at all.
His
I actually don't
his-
like him at all. I like
his Stoney
two
album
songs
was
by
great.
him.
His Stoney album, I don't think I skipped maybe 1-2 songs.
What's that one song I like? You know what song I like by him? I like Congratulations. Obviously the most overrated song by him, but there's one song I like,
for
and
me,
it's only because
that
I've seen
song
him singing it
hits-
with a mariachi band.
For me, that song hits because of the fact that when I was graduating high school, that was like when that song like blew up. So I was like,
See,
oh,
now you
this-
want to you're talking about like fucking Kanye West.
But, okay.
About fucking Graduation.
What are we
dude.
talking about? Get away from me.
Yeah, get away from you. Yeah,
But
you-
anyways, Post Malone also did a cover on I forgot what's that guy's name. He's a big like radio host, long dark hair.
Then there was it down.
What? No, yeah, but he's a white guy, glasses.
The radio host that you never see. Yeah, he's got long dark hair.
No. Like he's pretty famous. He's like blown up a few people, and I can't remember his name. It's like I can't remember for the life of me. I'm gonna try to look it up.
Yeah, look up long dark haired radio host.
I'm gonna look it up. Who made Beetle Juice famous?
Oh, Howard Stern?
Yeah, Howard Stern. So on
You could have used way. That shows how funny that shows how old you are, motherfucker.
I can
You
relate.
literally used. He has long dark hair. Was your description of Howard fucking Stern.
So I'm pretty sure it was Howard Stern. Post Malone did a cover of Them Bones,
Ooh.
but it wasn't good. It was
Oh,
garbage.
that's
Because
a
he had
bummer.
like some quartet. They were a bunch of libs, but they were like harmonizing the I'm like, it was not good. I'll show you after this, but it wasn't good. It wasn't good. I didn't like it at all.
Yeah, I'm not a Post Malone guy. I'm not into like.
I
much.
also think like personally like covers for me like aren't. I don't think they hit as hard.
There's a select
there's
few.
very few.
Very
I will
select
say
few.
some of Nirvana's best songs were covers. Like on their Unplugged album, my favorite Nirvana song comes off of that. Where Did You Sleep Last Night is great, and that's by Leadbelly. It's not even their song. Lake of Fire is not even their song, and that's a great song too.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is you go back in history with like a million of those because like that, man, you get into like a lot of semantics about music when it comes to like what's a cover and what's a fucking sample.
I would say one of the greatest Alice in Chains covers came from Aaron Lewis when he did Nutshell live.
Dude, oh my god, you're the only other person I've ever heard reference that fucking song. That
was awesome.
My brother is obsessed with Aaron Lewis. He's
Kind
obsessed
of
with
racist,
Stain.
but we'll just look past that.
Well, hey, dude, yeah, who isn't? Everybody is. Black dudes are racist. Mexicans are racist. Fucking everybody's racist. Everyone has some kind of stereotype inside of them. Everyone's a little bit prejudiced. Everyone's a little bit. I mean, but yeah, my brother was obsessed. He is obsessed with Aaron Lewis. Like he loves Aaron Lewis. He loves Stain and all that shit. And like, that's funny. His version of Nutshell is like one of the best covers of all time.
Yeah.
Like actually, you're the fucking only person I've ever heard reference that. No one else knows that. That is such a great fucking song. God damn, that's such a great song.
It's an amazing song.
The Forbidden Song.
Nutshell?
One of the few that I remember on guitar. You said it earlier. You said it's a fucking...
Give the people some riffs.
Yeah.
Nutshell,
yeah.
come on, let's go. On the Squire that you were slandering.
Yeah. That I was slandering after I said I haven't played guitar in 2 fucking years.
Let's get it though. Come on, let's get it. Let's hear some Nutshell. Let's hear some Nutshell for the
years, and now I'm drunk.
For the boys. For the boys.
Yeah, okay. I can try it.
We'll get you a water. Don't worry. We'll take care of you. Let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, Nutshell by Common Kyle.
Okay, I think. Alright, hold on. Wait.
1 second, gotta get the nut crack. Yeah, let's get it.
Wait.
Let's get it. We actually have a professional musician
The
in
fucking
studio
nut
today,
crack, too.
aka my mom's basement.
Oh, yeah, the out-of-tune guitar, by the way. Hold on.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, the out-of-tune, you forget tuning it, but the out-of-tune guitar, so for the record, I'm not just fucking it up. I am fucking it up, but also...
The guitar is very out of tune. I haven't played in like 2 weeks, and it's not temperature controlled in here, so it's out of tune.
And the strings haven't been changed in 9 years, but no big deal.
I don't know how to do that, so I'm not going to.
I'm waiting for the vocals, dude.
Oh, you want me to come in? Chase Miss Brandon Line.
Alright, cut that out.
It's up at the time.
This is great. I think this is exactly how it should go every time. I think it should just start with sports and end with fucking stupid bullshit.
I agree. This is
I think
awesome.
if you've listened this long, I think you had the right.
And I find
And yet I fight this battle all along. This song's fucking nuts, dude. That song is
no place to go home.
nuts. That shit is seriously like
it's probably
legitimate.
It's in my top 5.
Yeah, like makes me fucking cry. That song makes me think about when my uncle died. It's fucked
Yeah,
up.
it makes me think. It's got me through some stuff. I'll say that.
Damn. Are we as big as Joe Rogan yet? Can we play shit like on Spotify and not get fucking? Can we not get fucking trademarked?
Hey, we cannot get copyrighted for that.
Copyrighted
because that was
Trademark.
original, off the dome, original.
That's true. Yeah, that is true. I could theoretically play the entire thing and we could just sing it.
Yeah, we'll get after it. I'm Lane Staley, actually, just in case you're wondering. He's not dead. It's me.
Wayne Staley. Just like Lincoln Park and Chester Deddington.
Oh, take it easy. Take it easy. People study slanders. So I got a guy at work that studies slanders Lincoln Park. I love Lincoln Park.
Yeah, I love Lincoln Park
Lincoln
too.
Park's great. Anyone who slanders Lincoln Park just has poor taste.
But I love Tom Petty too, and he's now Tom Daddy.
Okay, well, Tom Petty was always buns.
No, he wasn't.
Yes,
Tom
he was,
Petty.
dude.
Tom Petty was fucking
He was
awesome.
a fruit, dude.
Tom Petty was fucking
a
awesome.
fruit.
Tom Petty was like, yeah. Well, so was Prince too, and Prince is one of the greatest
Okay.
artists of all time. So was Michael Jackson. He fucked
Why?
kids.
Why was? Well,
Yeah, okay,
I am
all right.
editing
Oh,
that
it gets
out.
real now.
I'm
It gets
editing
real
that out.
now.
I'm editing that out.
Allegedly, he
That-
fucked kids.
That is not
but
going in there.
No, yeah,
That's
sure
getting
it is.
edited out.
Leave it
Anyways.
in there, dude. What are you scared? Scared of
Prince
life?
should not have been left off. Okay, I'm not saying left off the top 25 guitarists of all time.
No, absolutely not.
Dude, have you ever heard
Yes,
at the
I've heard it.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Yeah, he's
select guitar-
ridiculous, bro. It's the most
Dude,
insane
let's
shit
go to
ever.
this. Let's go to this. Top
It's the
25
most
guitarists,
insane shit ever. That's
25
crazy.
guitarists of all time, according to Rolling Stone. I'll show you the 25 to 1, and I think it's wrong.
John Frusciante's in the top 20.
Dude, he was decent.
That's a disgrace. That's a
He
disgrace.
shredded.
That's a
He shredded.
disgrace. No,
Come
John
on.
Frusciante. John Frusciante is a great writer, but he is not a. He is not by any stretch of the imagination a fucking elite guitar. You're talking about 25 guys of all. Of all time, John Frusciante's not even in the conversation,
Stop,
bro. He's not even close. How is Tom Morello? Did I just see it right? Tom Morello is above fucking. Go scroll back.
Dude,
Scroll
Tom
back.
Morello's legit.
Stevie Ray Vaughan is under Tom Morello. Fucking Freddie King.
Dude, Tom Morello
Dude,
shreds.
no, Tom Morello isn't alive. Tom Morello doesn't exist without Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Okay,
He doesn't
this
exist.
is not the correct list because Prince was
Bro,
not
that's
in the top.
fucking crazy.
This is the, has
That's
to be the wrong
crazy.
list.
That's
Prince
crazy.
was not. Okay, maybe Prince was in top 10. I think Prince. What was it? Was top? He should have been top 10. Carlos Santana.
Santana, I mean, dude.
He
Tom Morello is not on this list.
They stopped.
Tom Morello's not on
What are
this
we
list.
talking
He's
about
not. He's not. Dwayne Allman's 10. I mean, that's like kind of that makes sense. That makes sense. Joni Mitchell. What the fuck are we talking about here? What I mean, Nile Rodgers. What are we? This is, you know what Rolling Stone is? Rolling Stone or yeah, all right. I gotta take a piss. I'm sorry.
Okay,
we got pauses. I gotta. Yeah, go ahead, dude.
So let's see. Let's see. What do you think about the rest of the list? So this is the top 3 right now.
Jimmy Page, who stole a lot of his music, which is what I was gonna say earlier, when you brought up when we were talking about
Covers.
covers and all that shit, and like thinking like, oh, Led Zeppelin is the ideal fucking example of that. Was yeah, you talk about covers. I'm like, oh, Led Zeppelin played a lot of covers because Led Zeppelin stole a lot of their fucking music. So that's where it gets Muddy Waters. Muddy Waters also should be on that fucking list, and he's not. But that's where the water gets muddied because
Jimmy Hammond's number 1.
that's
obviously.
horseshit. That's horseshit.
Who do you think?
That's
who's your
stupid.
number 1? Who's
That's
your number
absolute horseshit. I can't give. It's so hard to give my number 1. I mean, like, okay, the reason that Rolling Stone is a fucking cuck magazine. First off, they are. They really are. Like, that's such a horseshit fucking list that they try to just clearly cater to certain people.
Okay, let's see who Guitar World.
Okay, yeah, look at Guitar World and see who they rank. Brian May. Okay, I guess Queen's guitarist is number 1 of all time. Get the fuck
Jimi
out of here.
Hendrix,
I mean,
number
get
2.
the fuck out of here. Yo, whatever.
Jimmy Page, number 3. Eddie Van Halen. number
Okay,
4.
exactly. And Eddie Van Halen wasn't even in the top 25 on the other
That
list.
is actually true.
Clapton, exactly. To see, now this is more realistic. David fucking Gilmour, thank you. Richie Blackmore, dude. Every fucking guy. Alex Lifeson, dude. Okay, that's ridiculous. Okay, that first off, that's ridiculous. Alex Lifeson. I'm sorry. Rush is one of my top 3
Rush
favorite bands.
is Buns.
No.
They're good. Their
No.
vocalist sounds like a female. He
Yeah, that's
sounds
fine.
garbage.
That's okay. But you know what? Michael Jackson sounded like a fucking female too, and he's the most famous motherfucker of all time. So that's okay. But Alex Lifeson, as a Rush being one of my favorite fucking bands of all time, Alex Lifeson's not one of the greatest guitarists of all time. He's not. He's the weak link of that group. Not that he's not good. He's fucking amazing. But like, bro, like Jeff Beck should be in a top 50, not 25, I don't think. 25. Slash, not 10. He's not 10. Santana's above Slash. I mean,
think so.
Santana's
I
above
agree.
Slash. Come on.
Santana,
The fuck are we talking about? Mark Knopfler?
Okay, I'm also biased to Santana because I am Hispanic and I think he shreds.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to do with being Hispanic. Carlos Santana is like legitimately an iconic. I mean, dude, okay, Mark Knopfler's good. Don't get me wrong. He's good, but I mean, but the thing is, Mark Knopfler's at 12, and I haven't seen all of the other names that I want to see, so I'm like, what the fuck are we talking about?
We're top 25.
I know, but we're talking 25. Like, how are you putting Mark Knopfler above Billy? Oh, God, I can't handle any of these lists. Get the fuck out of here. We talk. Dwayne Allman is under fucking Mark Knopfler. He's under Billy Gibbons. What the fuck are we talking about? Joe Walsh, underappreciated as hell, but top 17 over Keith Richards. OG, what the fuck? Frank Zappa's in top 25? Okay, I appreciate that, but dude, George Harrison. Oh my God, this list. What are these fucking lists? What are these? Pete Townsend, okay, yeah, I get it. The Who, all right, yeah. Who the fuck is Lindsey Buckingham? I don't even know who that is. I don't even know who that is.
I don't know. Fleetwood Mac would hook up with...
See, they go off bands. That's the fucking problem with all these lists. They go off the fucking band. Like, Peter Frampton is... Okay, if you're...
But you're also a jam band guy. We'll say this. You're also a jam band guy.
No, even being a jam band guy. Dude, I wasn't a jam band guy until, like, later years into my life. Like, I was a metal guy. And I'm a metal guy. I'm an old school country guy. I'm a fucking jam band guy. I'm an everything guy. I do know great guitar players, and I do know great music, and I do understand, like, what separates the best from the best. I'm not sitting here trying to argue Jerry Garcia should be top fucking 5, because that's fine. He shouldn't be in the top 25. In my opinion, he's in my top 25, of course, because that's my opinion. But out of all time, the fucking people that I'm seeing on this list, and either one of these lists, is just absurd, dude. It's fucking absurd. Like... Man, the fact that like Zappa is getting put, and I'm a diehard. I am a fucking diehard Zappa guy. I have every album. I'm a fucking Zappa nut. I know Frank Zappa in and out. I've fucking listened to 15 plus hours of interviews of him, not more than that. I've listened to all his fucking music that I can. I love Zappa, and I'm not putting him in the top fucking 15 guitarists of all time. Maybe personally, for me, myself, I would, biasly, but not in of all fucking time. If I'm being unbiased, no, he's not in the top 15 of all time. Are you fucking out of your mind? I'm not putting... Where's Muddy Waters? What the fuck are we talking about here? Like, there's so many people missing. Bro, I mean... Oh, man, it's just insane. Like, okay, so call me a fucking jam band head. Okay, then where's Dave Mustaine on that list? Where's Kirk Hammett? Dave Mustaine, Megadeth, the original guitarist for Metallica? Dave Mustaine, you don't know who Dave Mustaine is?
No, yeah, it's my fault.
No, there's no way. You're fucking lying, right?
It's my fault.
You might want to cut this part, because this is embarrassing. You don't know who Dave Mustaine is?
We'll just cut it there. We'll finish it there. Let's finish it there. Hour 57.
Bruh. No way. No way. We can't finish it on that.
We can.
We'll finish on something else. Can't finish it on me bashing you on Dave Mustaine.
Okay, we'll finish it on this.
Dave Mustaine, Dex.
We'll go back to sports. Let's finish it on this.
All right. Here's my hot take for the next year. Bears are going to be mid. Caleb Williams will not live up to the hype. I think hold on. No, here's my take.
How many wins? We'll finish on this. Projections for the Bears. This is what I want. 8 to 10 wins, I'm happy.
7.
I'm going to say wild card contenders.
7 wins.
7 wins?
7 wins.
Are you happy or are you unhappy with that?
I'm unhappy with it. We had 7 wins last season. I'm unhappy, but I'm happy because the quality of the 7 wins is going to differ from the quality of the 7 wins last year. The quality could come from
Do you want Caleb Williams to... I'm going to say this.
I want him to succeed.
If we have Caleb Williams and he looks like the guy he should be, I'm happy.
Yeah, but the problem is the guy he looks like he should be is they're fucking already comparing him to Patrick Mahomes because he's come out and be like, I'm winning 8 Super Bowls. I'm going to be better than Tom Brady. It's like, so that's the hype. That's the expectation. He's going to be. It's like, I agree. Dude, if he wins 5 games, the problem. This is the problem. This is the fucking problem with sports. Once in a while, a guy like C.J. Stroud comes along, or a fucking Patrick Mahomes, where they jump into a system that is good, and somehow props to the fucking Texans.
But the Texans weren't supposed to be as good as they were.
I know, and that props to their system. Props to D'Amico Ryans for being so fucking good that he's turned him into an elite quarterback already. He's considered an elite quarterback. Guy's played one fucking year. He's considered
and he
elite.
Play the full season because he was injured.
But he's incredible. Like CJ Stroud is incredible, and also coming from Ohio State, one of the only few guys coming from Ohio State that's been drafted so high up because he's from Ohio State and been successful. That is so fucking rare that a guy like him comes into the league, and that's the type of shit that gives people the delusion, because there's 5-6 years goes by and everyone wants to play stupid to all the fucking last 5 or 6 years that every number one pick has fallen on their fucking face. The top 3 have fallen on their face, done jack shit. It's the people you don't expect that when all of a sudden one number one pick or one top 3 pick hits that you go, oh, to see, and you just ride the dick of the top 3 the next year, every fucking year. And CJ Stroud, dude, he's talented. He's really fucking good.
He's got stuff.
He's really good. But you know what? You didn't hear people sucking his dick beforehand. What a coincidence.
He was supposed to be bad.
Same thing with Patrick Mahomes. There's a reason the Bears took Trubisky over Mahomes. It wasn't because he's fucking... people are so fucking dumb. The biggest reason that everybody claimed, at least that I personally heard, was because Bears don't want a black quarterback, which is so fucking stupid. That makes no sense at all. I mean, that's just dumb. But, it's not because he was black. It's because their scouting team, they looked at Mitch Trubisky and went, this is the guy. No one was talking about Mahomes as he's the definitive number one overall pick. Same thing with CJ Stroud. And the same thing goes for all the people they've talked about being definitive number one picks. And boy, the history against definitive number one overall picks is way worse than people who have fallen to 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's why I can't get hyped on the Bears and listen to any of the shit about Caleb Williams. Because I'm it
must have been hurt so many times.
Yeah, dude, the whole cutesy shit, the throwing sidearm and all that shit. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes is making him look good. He's one of the select few. And yeah, there are other guys that do it. There's Matt Stafford, who's been getting underrated because he was in a shit team in a shit market for a long fucking time.
Yep.
That team has not been relevant forever. They had two guys that carried their team in the last 30 fucking years, and it's Barry Sanders and Calvin Johnson. That's it. Megatron, the curse of Megatron. You blame it on whatever. But they're not relevant. And that's been the Bears, though. But Bears fans are so fucking delusional that we think we're relevant. We think we've been relevant for the last 40 fucking years since we won a Super Bowl. And we haven't. We won a Super Bowl with a quarterback who is literally worse than any quarterback we've ever had. Jim McMahon is fucking shit.
He was not good.
Jim McMahon was not a good quarterback. We had the best... fucking arguably the at least bare minimum top 3 defenses of all time NFL history.
Yep.
And that's what separated us. Defense wins championships. And that's fine. We also had Walter Payton, so it made a difference. We had the fridge. We had offensive pieces, but we didn't have a fucking quarterback. And
shout out William Perry.
Yeah, shout out William Perry. But I can't get behind the fucking hype train. I'm not going to get behind it. And also,
I'm not going to get behind it until I see results.
Because I'm not behind the hype train, I won't be upset if we only win 7 games. The reason I won't be upset is because I will look at the quality of the 7 games based on the quality of the 7 we won last year.
Okay.
The 7 we won last year, they were fucking they were fluke games. They were fluke games. We had, of course, they're all professionals. They're going to have good games. They're all professionals. They're all getting paid a lot of money. No team, a la the whatever fucking year that was, the Detroit Lions, will go 0-16. It's fucking nearly impossible to lose every game. So no matter how bad you are, even the Carolina Panthers last year won games. It's going to happen. The Bears, no matter how fucking great they look or how shit they look, they're going to lose or they're going to win. And Caleb Williams is going to lose a lot of games. I think he's going to throw for a decent amount of yards. He'll throw for a decent amount of picks, too. Sure, it's
That's
cute.
a risky run, though, when you're airing it out.
Yeah, and it's a risky run when you're airing it out, and you're airing it out with a rookie quarterback. Now, that's also going to be that's another big piece that people are not considering is okay, Justin Fields didn't get to air it out. That's why he looked like he failed, because we fucking let him go throw it 5 yards, throw it 5 yards. Mitch Trubisky, throw it 5 yards, throw it 5 yards. We've been doing that for a long time now where, like, our system is we don't trust you, throw it 5 yards until we build trust. And the few plays that was going back to Justin Fields, the few plays we've seen him throw 40 yards, 30 yards downfield, dude, he can be accurate. He can hit dudes on the run, over the shoulder, in the breadbasket, down the sideline, and fucking put it right there and look like a top-tier QB. And also scramble at the same time. Like, he's a monster. But our system calls for guys that we wait too long to trust instead of letting them develop, and we also don't give them the thing to develop. That's the fucking problem. We don't no O-line, so we go, he has no time in the pocket. You can't just run around, you gotta make decisions. Well, how can I make decisions when I have no time? And that's the biggest fucking problem that plagues the fucking Bears. And our O-line has not changed. So why I don't have fucking confidence in Caleb Williams, he can look as good as you want. The cutesy, again, I keep saying it, but that's what it is. It's the cutesy sidearm. Fucking throw behind your fucking back for all I care. I don't fucking care.
Yep.
Having college, this is why I never got into college. This is why I never watched college football. It fucking stinks because there's no defense. I don't want to watch 75 to 73. Sure, there's more scoring. It's cool because they're scoring, but like
college is like blowouts is boring.
That's what I mean. Like, dude,
50, we're gonna get 56 to 14. Like, that's boring.
A real football fan, to me, don't get me wrong, you want to see scoring, but there's something about it's no different when it's baseball, right? Hockey, football, basketball. People, the greatest dynasties, the greatest teams of all time have always had defense. No team has ever won with just offense. It's always defense has been involved. Not like I would say maybe like the Golden State Warriors. Golden State Warriors are considered a dynasty. That was an offensive. That's like one of the few teams where you think like offense.
Yep.
But their defense was stellar. Their defense was good. But like you look at the Bulls, their 6th champion, it was defense. The Bears, defense. The Sox in 05, defense and pitching. That's defense, bro. That's defense. The Cubs, our fucking defense. Our pitching was great that fucking year. It all coincides. The Blackhawks, we had great defense. It's one thing that you see now watching hockey. Like, one thing I stuck in my head watching the Hawks and hearing from Quenneville was like, keep your stick on the ice. Stop fanning at dudes with one arm. Keep your stick on the ice at all times. Make contact with the puck whenever you can. If someone's passing it, whatever. If your stick is in the air, you cannot touch the fucking puck going across the ice. Keep your stick on the ice. And our defense was fucking outrageous, which is why we could afford in 2010 and 2013 and 2015 for Corey Crawford to have shutout games and then the next game let in fucking beach balls because our defense was fucking stellar.
Yep.
Defense wins championships, and our defense is good right now, but our offense needs to produce, and we need an offensive line. We need something to back the hype behind Caleb Williams because he's not going to do it on his own, dude. There's no quarterback
I agree.
that's actually really fucking good that can carry any team on their own.
I agree.
They can't.
You're preaching to the choir.
I am fucking preaching. I know I'm preaching because like it's like that's the type of shit that like it bothers me as like Bears fan, as a Chicago fan when you hear like any fucking fan if you were in any city. I'm sure people are bitching the same shit about Stafford with the Lions. It's like, bro, like do something for him. This guy's talented, and what do you know? He left the Lions, and he went and fucking won a Super Bowl. And they're like, oh, what do you know? When you surround a great player with weapons and actual talent, he can win.
Yep.
Okay, well, same shit. Caleb Williams, he's coming into the same Justin Fields situation. He has more weapons. Their defense played good last year at the end of the year. They looked promising. Going into this year, they looked promising. Offensively, we've added way more weapons, but something that hasn't improved is our offensive line, and that's going to make a difference, because that's the type of shit that makes that throwing that fucking sidearm bullshit look stupid as fuck, because you could throw sidearm all you want, but if you ain't Patrick Mahomes and you don't have 5 seconds of coverage to throw the ball in the fucking pocket and then scramble out to throw sidearm when someone who you have is literally an elite fucking player open, it looks a lot different. It looks like what the Bears look like. It looks like Justin Fields. It goes interception, interception, interception. It looks like Mitch Trubisky, interception. Jay Cutler, interception, interception. It's like, it's every fucking year. It's the same shit. We don't change the offensive line. And that is one thing that bugs me with this team, and that's why I can't get hyped. And 7 wins, again, it's all going to depend on the quality of the 7. It depends on the quality. Are we in games? Are we in games for 4 quarters? Not like first half, we dominate, and then second half, we go, play zone, play fucking 15 yards off everybody, and let them take everything 15 yards and less. Just let them tic-tac their way down the fucking field and score, and then we go 3 and out, and then they get the ball back, and we do the same fucking scheme, and then they go 15 yards, 15, and then they score. And then it's like all of a sudden now it's a fucking 34-31 game, and we lose. It's like, oh, well, we scored 31 points, so we almost won. I'm like, no, fuck that. We didn't almost win. We blew it. We choked. We didn't adjust. Good teams adjust. That's what good teams do. They adjust at halftime. They adjust mid-fucking game. That's why the Chiefs are elite. Steve Spagnuolo is a fucking genius. He's a genius. Andy Reid is a genius. That separates fucking teams, man. And there's other teams in our division especially, let alone the entire league, that know how to do that way better than the Bears. And they are also facing rookie quarterbacks. They're facing the problem of having a rookie quarterback. Hence, C.J. Stroud.
Yeah.
C.J. Stroud's a rookie with a rookie head coach. But because someone over there has a fucking brain, they went, hey, we need to do this. This wins games. They followed a fucking system that works. The Bears don't. So until the Bears system changes, until I see a wholehearted change in the Bears system, I cannot have fucking faith in any quarterback that comes to the Bears. Even if we sign fucking Joe Burrow next year, I'm not going to... That's why I feel indifferent about when people say we missed on Mahomes. It's like you talked about at the very fucking meeting. Mahomes would be shit with the Bears. And I said that too. He would be fucking dog shit because we don't have a system.
Yep.
We don't have a system. We have no structure. There's no structure. The Bears organization is not what we think, and that's another big fucking problem. Boy, the fucking Bears fans are living in the past. They're living in the fucking past. We are banking on 40 years ago.
I mean, yeah,
40 years ago.
I agree 100%.
Man, it's so fucking tough.
Like I said,
Sorry, that's just how it is. It's like,
No.
fuck, dude.
Preach. I agree. We expand on it next episode.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, man, I can expand on it fucking forever. It's just fucking wild watching the same shit every year because it's, to me, the biggest thing. And here's another. This is the biggest thing that I think the Bears' fault has always been, and no matter who the fuck, whether it was, oh, we got Mark Trestman, oh, we got fucking Chuck Pagano, oh, we got fucking Matt Eberflus, we got fucking Matt Nagy, we got Lovie Smith, we got whoever. You know what the Bears do the best? Two of the things the Bears do the best. A is take a lead, and we go up by fucking 1 touchdown or 1 score, and then we just play prevent defense, and it's trash. The biggest thing I think that, in my opinion, that stands out, we have no discipline. Every time the Bears make a big yardage play, which we are the worst fucking bottom 3 team in the league for making like big yardage plays, like 15 yards or more, what do we do after that? We get a fucking penalty.
Yep.
We might gain 25, but we get a fucking false start, or we get an offsides, or we get some kind of dumb pass interference on the off. Like we get some holding. We get a 10-yard penalty immediately.
Yeah, just shooting ourselves in the foot.
It's 2 steps forward, 5 steps back for the Bears on offense every fucking year, and that's why I don't think it's not the quarterback hasn't been our issue. Like Trubisky, again, he got picked for a reason where he did. It wasn't because he was shit and it was a fucking coin toss. There was a reason he was picked over Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes. There's a reason. It's not just because he was fucking white. There's a reason. Same reason Justin Fields got picked. Like, we've had the opportunities. We don't set these guys up for success. And that's what the Cubs do right now. We go, our farm system's so good, but we don't set them up for fucking success. We don't. And that's the Sox right now, too. The Sox are the same, but like, oh, sure, go ahead, sign Lou Bob. But are you setting up the team for success by paying one guy the majority of your fucking money? No, you won't. What you need to do at this point, because we're so terrible. Now, a few years ago, I would have argued differently. I would have said, sign Lou Bob. Plan on him being a future. They should have started building a few years ago, and they tried to. They tried to because they had some good guys coming up, but they've all turned out to be dog shit. Well, that means your system sucks. They don't develop anybody. They don't. Gavin Sheets, Andrew Vaughn, he's going to be our fucking first baseman. He sucks. Gavin Sheets sucks. Eloy Jimenez was supposed to be a fleece. The Sox fleeced the Cubs for Eloy Jimenez. Like, we
And Dylan Cease.
As a Cubs fan, bro, we were so upset to get rid of Eloy and get Quintana. It was like, and I personally was one of the few. I was happy, but I know like Justin was so pissed. He was like, dude,
Shout out
Eloy's the man. Yeah, shout out Justin. He was pissed. He's like, dude, Eloy is a fucking stud. That guy's, and there you go. Look at him. He's hurt every fucking game. He's hurt every game. Gavin Sheets sucks. Vaughn sucks. Then you go, oh, sure, we got a pity sign. Benintendi, he's one of the best guys in the league, except he's not. He's fucking ass now, and you sign him in hopes that he's going to turn your team around, and he can't. There's one guy that turns that team around, and it's Lou Bob, and he ain't going to turn around by himself the same way Mike Trout cannot turn the fucking Angels around. Like, Lou Bob is a once-in-a-generation talent. He really fucking is. He's one of those guys that is a generational talent for a team, and he's going to go to waste, and it's a fucking bummer. And that's the Bears do that shit too. The Bears we pity sign guys because we have guys that are like Justin Fields. Again, he was breaking Lamar Jackson's records, dude. He was breaking his records mostly because he was running for his life, but he was breaking his records. Like, that's how capable he is. He's capable of throwing the ball downfield, but we don't give him the opportunity. And what do we do instead? We get rid of him, and then we go, we sign Keenan Allen. Like, yeah, he's fucking always hurt, dude. Like, good. Yeah, Keenan Allen used to be one of the greatest receivers in the league. Now, yeah, it's hard to argue he's not because he is capable of being amazing, but also he had Justin Herbert, he had Austin Eckler, he had Mike Williams, he had a whole fucking staff around him. He had a good team and a good system around him, minus fucking Brandon Staley, who sucked ass as that coach. But like outside of that, like he had a good fucking team and relatively good system around him. But now put him in the Bears system, like it's Muhsin Muhammad 2.0. It's like, oh yeah, get him at the end of his career. Sure, awesome. I mean, like, why don't we fucking sign Tom Brady right now? Like, we just sign guys at the end of their careers. It's a pity signing just to get people hyped. It's to sell tickets. We do shit to sell tickets.
I agree. I agree 100%.
Man, it's fucking...
We'll expand on this next episode, though.
Yeah, we can. Sorry. I could keep going. I'd go for 2 more fucking hours by myself on this shit, dude. It's so fucking frustrating.
We got it, though. We got it. Next episode, boys are locking in again.
We're like Dr. Dre here. Until the next episode.
Everyone, thanks for listening.
Peace out. Call me Kyle.
Thank you. Call me Kyle for Jordan. See you, boys.